Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh my gosh. So, also welcome in, Perfect. I'm not calling you perfectly awful. That's too mean. We're not doing that. Priscilla Space is a no self-deprecating zone. I don't put it. I do not put up with it. But welcome in, Perfect. Welcome in. I mean, you're not my idiot, Shinji. You're just Shinji, okay? You're fine, Shinji. Everyone meet Shinji. Me and Slacko met him. We were playing FF14 the other night. He was a cute little bunny twink. And he's great. He's a very fun he's very fun. But welcome in Shinji, welcome in Lady. Lady, no, you just have to improve. You just have to work on loving yourself, that's all. I want people to stay, however, I also want them to not do that, you know? I've noticed that the Americans act like it's normal to self-deprecate, and I'm not a fan. I think you guys need to work on that. Also, hi Void, welcome in. Apologies if I seem a bit frazzled today. My headset has officially kicked the bucket finally. So I'm working with a pair of earbuds, and also apologies for that noise. That is my energy drink bottle. I need it desperately. I'm mostly okay. I'm a bit grouchy because I'm working with earbuds, and everyone who's used earbuds knows that when you talk when wearing earbuds, you hear yourself much too well. Oh, sweet cheese, thank you. Always need those. Always need a good street cheese, that's always required. Welcome in everyone, and thank you again for the sub, Shinji, when I wasn't live. That's crazy. He literally look at Shinji and in amazement at the fact that he followed and subbed to me when I wasn't even streaming just because I was nice to him in a video game. Crazy. Welcome in, Shinji. This is a we are a big random book line? Oh goddamn, throwing everything at me today. Thank you, Endeavour. Let me find a book for you. Yeah, Diva likes to jump in with the surprises. Let's pull out one that I haven't actually read yet. This is Elliot Page, his memoir Page Boy from when was it? Published. I do need to read this. My book pile is atrocious. 2023, I do believe. It seems to be. I am a big memoir enjoyer. When the person has something to say, you know. The one who is an X-Men? What the fuck? A lot of people have been an X-Men. You're not helping me here, man. Let's see. Let's find a book line that we like. Elliot Page. The Thingy? The Thingy. Oh, we're in ad break. I'll wait for ad 10 before I do the book line. Thank you for letting me know, Void. You need to tell me more than that, Endeavour. You know I'm not a mind reader. I have many, many amazing talents, but reading minds isn't one of them. Yes, he was a woman at the time. I always forget. I am actually quite interesting. I've noticed that this is something... When I realised that other people struggle with this, Oh, thank you for gifting a sub to Void Lady. Now they're no longer stuck in ad jail. Such an angel Lady is. We love Lady here. Always thinking about the viewer. But yes, this is Elliot Page's memoir, Pageboy. But yes, I seem to have this ability to just shift. She never has to do it, Void, but she always does because she's an angel. I seem to have this ability to shift my discussion of people quite quickly when they come out as various gender differences or name changes or pronoun changes. It seems to come quite easily to me. And I realize that the reason I do that is because I've never assumed that other people do is about me. Like, I don't see into other people's identity in how I see them. I see into it in how they see themselves. And I think that's why I can shift my usage of pronouns and names and whatever so easily. That was just coming up from you, Endeavour, saying that he was Kitty Pryde. I was like, I completely forgot that he was that he used to be not a guy. Pronoun check? Ooh, pronoun check. Hell yeah, I love pronoun checks. My pronouns are currently he, not he, she. Kind of is. You can refer to me as he. I'm pretty loose on the pronouns. He, she, they. I am testing out it. I'm testing out the it pronoun. Feel free to refer to me however you please. I'm a very non-binary individual. Every now and then I think about introducing neo-pronouns to you guys. Oh, you're he, him, they, them? Very fun. Twinsies. Every now and then I think about introducing neo-pronouns to you guys, and then I'm like, but there's so many good ones. How can I pick just one to share with you all? Lady, you're she, her? Oh, yes, we love you, Lady. Thank you for sharing. See. Fave/doll. Yes. Those are my pronouns, actually. You're right. You're so right. Oh, here's a good one. Sorry, I've been looking through this book for good lines for ages. There's a lot of good paragraphs, but just lines, you know? So this is a section for when they were on a flight to a human rights campaign conference in Vegas called Time to Thrive. So it was an event focusing on LGBTQ plus youth. I don't know if it's still running. I'm not American. The pronouns for me, fave/doll, they're very good pronouns. I will be stealing them. Feel free to add them to the Priscilla Laura, dear viewer. As I've been glimpsing, you always come in and say it's your fave doll. That's because I am your fave doll. Like, obviously. I'm seeing a lot in this book of excellent discussions of dissociation, which I think is, if you're someone who has had experience with dissociating, I think this would be a very good book for feeling seen. I have dissociated in the past, and I do dabble. That's a fun, weird way to say it. But I have dabbled in dissociating every now and then. You know, stress be hitting. On the flight, I obsessively read the speech as if I could exhaust the emotion, mutating it into that old takeout menu in your kitchen drawer you glance at arbitrarily for no reason. I love that line! That's a really good line. Again, Elliot Page, Pageboy, memoir. Such a good line. I get the feeling that he wrote it himself, without like assistance. I mean, maybe he did. Maybe he had help on writing. Not everyone's an amazing writer, obviously. We all have our skills. But such a good line. It just tells you everything without telling you too much, you know? But yes, welcome into some of the newbies. We are playing Infest Spirits. I love visual novels here. Everyone knows that. I'm a big visual novel fan. I love reading. I love the arts. The arts. And Oh, I've got burps now. I chugged the energy drink a bit too hard. And we have been reading this cute little yaoi about, you love writing, don't think you could write a book. That's okay. There's always poetry, short stories. There's all sorts of ways to write. Every now and then when I'm really feeling emotionally quite strung out and exhausted, but also very emotionally like a live wire, you know, I'll write down some poetry to how I'm feeling. I remember when I had to put one of my pets down, I got quite deep into the poetry space and wrote some very intense writing. You made a Wattpad story? Oh, I love fanfic. Girl, I love fan fiction so much. It's very good. I love that for you. But yes, it's hard to say how much. Oh, for all the newbies, let me just pop. I haven't got Mix It Up because it's not working currently, so it isn't doing the auto things right now. But if you want to join us in seeing everything I do, you know where to find me. I need to Mix It Up because its connection thingy to VTube Studio is kind of fucky-wucky and it's not doing things, so I apologize for things not working right now. The head pets won't be working, things like that. It's a hassle. Yes. And especially the VODs channel, I must say. Follow the VODs channel, watch the past VODs, because, I mean, that's how you know what's going on. I've got a lot of plans for the next couple of months, so I'm very excited to do those. September especially is going to be quite busy for me. And hi Vixen, welcome in. We're just about to get started. I've been yapping up a storm. Welcome. Lovely to see you. We're just about to dive in. So last time on In Fair Spirits, they had finally admitted their feelings for each other and had a bit of a smooch, a bit of a make-out. It was, yeah, we do love yapping. It is one of the best things about streaming is that you can just yap and yap and yap and yap and yap and no one tells you to stop. Although, if I got into some of my interests, my special interests, my icky wicky nasty little special interests, I think some of you might tell me to stop. But that's normal, I feel. I may seem a bit out of sorts because my headset is all broken. It just went kaput as I was setting up stream, completely died. And so I'm wearing earbuds today, and everyone who's tried to talk while wearing earbuds knows that you can just hear yourself too well. Dead, no res dead. What does that mean, Psycho? I've been talking a mile a minute. You're gonna have to clarify. Did I say something that would make you say that? Yeah, we're all 18 plus here. The headset, yeah, it's completely dead. I had a panic to my mother, of course. And she said, look, after stream, look up this one shop stuff. Give me an exact, product name down to the numbers if you need to. And she's going to go and pick me up something tomorrow morning. Because I'll probably be too dead to pop out in the morning before stream. So I need to find that this evening. I need to find something to work. Oh, the real evil thing about earbuds is they keep slipping out of my ears because my ears are tiny. And so they don't stay in place and it really pisses me off. Yes, we love supporter parents. Real talk, I would not be alive if it weren't for her. She did so much for me. She was immensely there for me in ways that I will never forget, and she has been so considerate and understanding of everything I have been through. We've had our moments, we have had arguments, as any person will. I have put my foot in my mouth a few times. And made her upset. I wasn't very tactful. I wasn't very good at talking and explaining what I meant emotionally. Yeah, and hey, if you don't have a good relationship with your mother, I see you, I love you. It's not uncommon, and I hope you have lovely people in your life to make up for it. It will always hurt a little bit, I know that, as someone who doesn't have a super great relationship with a bunch of my relatives. But you can find the love in other ways, I promise. It'll feel weird, but it'll still be there. I'm giving up on hoping that these earbuds stay in my ears. It's a good thing this isn't a game that relies too heavily on audio. They keep slipping out. My ears are too tiny. Chat. My ears are too tiny. Oh no. You hate most of your relatives? Oh my god, same hat. I have cut off both sets of grandparents. Because I don't like them. Oh. All of my father's side of the family is insane in ways that are not healthy and fun. The bottom cheddar application form? Oh, it's easy. You just, I need to... God, you're making me want to make an actual application form for that, Mariko. That's so fucking funny. Welcome in. Love you. Mwah, mwah. Kisses. Lovely to see you. We've been yapping up a storm. We should play a game at some point today, but, I mean, who cares? Your mum's side of the family is insane as fuck. My mum's side of the family is also a little bit insane, but it's mostly the grandparents who are insane, specifically the grandmother. My aunt and uncle are pretty decent. My cousins are nice on that side too. They're very pleasant. I need to be better at staying in contact with them. Actually, they're really good. They're great girls. They're a lot more active than I am. All alcoholics. Oh, that's really tough though, because sometimes that can be very genetic and it's hard to break out of it. Because I know that yeah, we love to see you, Mariko. Hi. Kisses to you. I know that my family has a strong addictive tendency gene pool, so I am very careful with like addictive potentials. I have been very strict with any gacha games. I don't spend money on gacha pools at all. It's just mental wall. I don't drink. Hi Shale. Hi. Welcome in. We're yapping up a storm. Yeah, you're not going to say anything else because it could trigger people? That's totally fair, Void. Very kind of you. We're just going on about everything, Shale. We love it. We should dive into the game at some point, shouldn't we? Anyway, in last stream we finally got the goth boy to be our boyfriend, and we made out with him a little bit, and it was really cute and lovely, and today might be our last stream for this game. I don't know. We'll see. If it isn't, and there's like only a tiny bit left, if we hit the point where I get really tired, and it seems like there's only a little bit left, I will push through. Because it's a bit silly to just do a stream. You don't yap, you bark? Oh, but we know you bark for us lovely tops though, Mariko. You bark with the passion of a little lovely needy bottom, don't you? And then I will have to... Yeah, I got you in one, didn't I? I have a visual novel that I started during the Savathon called The No Existence of You and Me, which seems a bit interesting. It seems a bit like psychologically funny. It's having fun with things. I don't quite understand the appeal. Have I messed this up? Oh my god, I have messed it up. I've messed up this screen thing about looking at my screen. How dare I? Hang on, chat. I will fix this, I promise. Where is it? But I also uploaded a VOD for, it's called the Queer Games VOD, and there's a little secret extra game at the end for those who were at stream last time. You won't have seen this on stream. This is an extra game. Not a long game, but it's worth a shot. It's the other games that we had played on stream were very queer girly, so I wanted to throw one short little boy time in. Wanted to represent the boys too, you know? And that might be quite fun. Ugh. My foot fell asleep and I had to shift around. And it also has the ending recording of A Year of Hot Springs that I recorded off stream because it was quite short too. So that's definitely worth. I mean, that's something I do with VOD sometimes, is I'll record tiny bits off stream that I think aren't enough for a whole stream. So it's always worth checking them out and see if there's something you missed from stream. Okay! Let's see how our boys are doing. It is this feeling which spurs me into booking the tickets to see Death Becomes Her. Yes, that's right! They were like, we should have our first real date. And the guy was like, we should book tickets to your favourite band. And the goth was like, I don't know, you don't really like that kind of music. It's not really your kind of thing. And the blonde was like, the tall blonde muscly boy, who we are the character. That's us. He was like, but you like it and I want to have fun with you. But then the goth was like, they're super expensive though. I don't know if I want you spending that much money. And the blonde was like, I literally have no life. This money is just sitting here. I might as well use it on you. And the goth was like, tee. A queen or a princess? I am aiming to be a queen. My goal is to overthrow the British monarchy and do better than them. That's my main aim. I am plotting a lore video for you all. That's in the background that I'm working on. God, there's a lot I'm working on in the background, isn't there? But I am a queen. I am the all-powerful role. Hi, Sebby. Hi. Welcome in. It's okay, Void. I'll treat you well, I promise. You'll be one of my faithful subjects. That's how you know. As long as you're loyal and good to me, Void, you'll be safe. Don't worry. It comes a little bit from the fact that my country is still a bit of a British colony. We pretend we aren't, but we kind of are, let's be real. It is this feeling which spurs me into booking the tickets to see Death Becomes Her. Yes, Void, you're so sweet. That's how I know that you're going to be safe when I commit my rule. The tickets are expensive and so is the hotel room, but this does not bother me. It is well worth it if this trip will make Abel happy. The concert is a month away at the beginning of September, but I am already anticipating it, with much more eagerness than I thought I could anticipate anything. I am anticipating it to such a degree, in fact, I want to talk about my plans to somebody else. And that somebody else proves to be Marnie. This is our lesbian best friend who's in London. All of this is written by the wonderful Ebihime. She's one of my favourite visual novel English writers, and she is based in the UK. So he's hot. Void, he got you. He got you without even trying. Oh my god, I can't wait for you to see the goth. You'll love him too, I know it. We all love him. I fire off a series of texts to Marnie while lying in bed. Texts which Marnie responds to with surprising swiftness. She's been thinking about you. She's concerned. She loves you. She's your lesbian best friend. Oh? Is your boyfriend a wraith then? I beg your pardon? A fan of Death Becomes Her, I mean. That's the fandom name. I was not aware they had a fandom name. And you still spent £5,000 on tickets to see them, lol. Edmund is down bad for this goth twink, okay? Cute. Yeah, she saw him. Well, I guess that's why your boyfriend likes you so much, lol. My face begins to flush at this comment, innocuous though it is. There is something embarrassing about Abel being my boyfriend, but there is no sense in refuting it. It is true, after all. I am not ashamed of it. How could I ever be ashamed of Abel? To answer your earlier question, Abel is a fan of the band. He said they're one of his favourites. Ooh. I see. Loverboy has good taste. I mean, apart from the fact he's going out with you, lol. Thank you, Marnie, I appreciate it. Blushing while texting in bed is so relatable. God, yes! I remember when I had a girlfriend for a while. I say a while, it was like 5 years. It was pretty nice, honestly. I missed having a girlfriend. And I would literally be like, have to force myself to go to sleep. That we had to, we ended up having like this good morning, good night routine so that we would actually go to sleep on time. No problem, Ed. Anytime. Are you familiar with Death Becomes Her, Marnie? You could say that, yes. I know them pretty well, actually. They're one of my favorite. They're not one of my fave groups, but they're pretty good. In fact, I'm going to see them myself. I have noticed that the way I am when I have a partner, well, mostly cute girls. I was pretty bad when I was trying to date guys still, because I didn't really like them. I haven't dated many women. Shocked, I know. You'd think I would be so out there. You miss your boyfriend, he's asleep? Send him, spam his message folder, his messages with just a bunch of cute, like, lovey-dovey memes for him to wake up to, I promise. You should do that, 100%. Spam him with lovey-dovey memes, like insanely, so he wakes up to it. You'll love it. Trust me. I was like, I could get pretty obsessive with my girlfriend. Like, not obsessive, but I would think about her a lot. And I would talk to her, like, daily. I do miss her, but I don't think I could be friends with her because I liked her too much. She was like, we should keep being friends after, and I was like, I don't think I can, I like you too much. But it's like that, you know? Sometimes you like them too much that when you have to break up with them, you just can't keep talking to them because it's too heavy. The feelings are too there. Even if you take a break and try and be friends with them later, it's still like, wow, I'll never forget you, you know? But I would talk to her every day. It was really nice. I keep thinking I should get back into dating, but I don't know how I would. I'm gonna see them myself. You are? Yep. I booked the tickets early, before those scalpers could get to them, I mean. They weren't crazy expensive for me. But you left it kinda late. Abel did warn me, yes. And you still bought the tickets. Brought him Silent Hills, and he said, what if something happened when we broke up? And I went, bitch, and I said, yes, Void! Yes! It's like, excuse me, it's not happening. For real, the only reason me and my girlfriend broke up is she wanted kids, and I would not be a healthy and safe mother for a child to be around all the time. I would not be good. And I was like, you need someone who would be that for you, who would be a good parental partner for you. And it was very much an emotion of a choice of like logic and safety. And I was like, I don't want our relationship to burn down because we try and have kids, and I turn out to hurt them, and it breaks your heart in a way that would be even worse. Despite them being like 3 times the original price. Wow. You really must love Abel. That's a lot of money to spend on someone. Well, I do care for him. He is my boyfriend, as you so accurately guessed. She was very understanding. God, she was always understanding. She would hear what I was saying and she would be like, yeah, that makes complete sense. We did have a good cry and a hug about it, of course. But yeah, she was so cool. God, I need a girlfriend. Huh? What? Wait. Are you being real with me right now? We never told Marnie that we started dating him. So we just kind of dumped that knowledge on her without like building her up to it. She thought this was just like a cute thing we were doing for him, even though we were just simping. As real as I'll ever be. OMG. I knew it. Now Lizzie owes me £5. Only £5? I guess that is a silly bet. I beg your pardon? You were not taking bets on my relationship with Abel, were you? Well, maybe. You can be unbelievable sometimes. Unbelievable. 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 Whatever. I like that there are typos in the text part specifically that make sense for the characters. It's very cool. It's a nice detail. OMG. I can't believe you actually typed "hmph." And you're gonna getting so flustered, lol. You're making even more typos than me. You exaggerate. That is a difficult feat. Difficult. Oh, shut up. Hey, don't tell me to shut up. It's not very gentlemanly. You're so very chivalrous. And don't forget, you're the one who texted me first, Ed. Because I was excited about the news. I wanted to share it with somebody. Yeah, I get that. You'd love to VO over the texts. Go for it. Get the game and do it. Do it, Void. Do it. Follow your dreams. I can tell. And it is kind of endearing though, lol. You're so desperate to please your boyfriend. I didn't know you could be so cute. You really didn't give off that vibe when I first met you. You've changed a lot, Ed. Maybe you were always like this. Deep down. And the you I met the first time wasn't the real you. Really makes you think. I cannot say I consider Marnie's continued insistence that I am cute to be particularly complimentary. It feels much more like an insult. I see you, Mariko. I see you. I appreciate you. You're a lovely little puppy, Mariko. I am certain that Marnie is only saying that to get under my skin because she knows it will perturb me. And if that is her end goal, she would be correct. Well, there's no point getting worked up about it. Of course I want to please Abel. We are a couple. If you get it, you should be. I will VA Marnie and you can VA Edmund, Void. We could do it as a joint thing where I'd be the cheeky little Marnie and you be Edmund, the prim and proper. Yes. Let me know if you do get it. We should totally organize to do that. Yes. It'll be so cute of us. I'm happy to hear it. No, low-key, I do kind of want to VA stuff, but I need the right roles. There is a friend who is organizing a sort of to voice over some manga stuff. Oh, I'd love that, Void, but I don't think I have the energy to be actually social today. I love you though. I have a friend who is organising some little voiceover thingies, and he has sort of floated the idea of me being one of a couple of the characters, and I was like, oh, of course I'm going to audition. Of course. I need to be in there. I'm going to audition for multiple roles, as they do on Broadway, to make sure I get something. Yeah, you're not either. Yeah, you're just so excited at the idea of doing a little thingy with me. I love that. I'm happy to hear it. So, Are things going well between you? I would like to think so. Well, yeah. I guess that goes without saying. If things weren't going well, I guess you wouldn't have spent all that money on those tickets. That's true, love. Maybe you're just whipped. Whipped? Don't worry about it, sweetie. I'm sure Abel can tell you what it means. I'm sure he can. Whether I want him to tell me what it means or is another matter, however... Lamau, fair. I think that you and him would get along well. You were just as bad as each other. Really? Interesting. So, is he as cute as me? Of course not. He's cuter. Wow. Love to VA, but never really had anything to VA. Or sometimes you can just like voice over anything you see, like a meme, a game, fan fiction. As long as you ask permission. Fan fiction, you should ask permission before you do that. But there's a lot to just voice act out there. Trust me. That was harsh. OMG. I didn't expect that from you, Ed, lol. Should I ask Lizzie to mediate? She can cast the deciding vote. Elizabeth will be biased. She will obviously say that you're cuter than Abel. You're her girlfriend. Blah. You're no fun. I'm doing my best. I know. You're trying very hard. I'm sure Abel appreciates it. Hell, he better appreciate it. After you dropped all that money on him. My feelings for Abel are priceless. The price of those tickets is irrelevant. How pure. Keep that up and you'll make me puke. I'm curious now, though. Which concert are you going to? The Manchester one. On August 22nd? That is the one. Oh. What a coincidence. I'm going to that showing with Lizzie. She agreed to come to the concert with you? Yeah. I mean, I agreed to see T Swift with her on tour earlier this year. Even though I'm like, not into her. Not into that lol. I don't like Sparks Fly. I didn't like Sparks Fly when I first heard it on the radio. I don't like it anymore now it's being recorded. I didn't really want to go to see it live, but Lizzie did. Made her happy. And she agreed to see a band I like after. Like, it's a trade-off. Yeah, Ebi Hime prices her visual novels so reasonably. I recommend keeping an eye on her as a developer. She does get quite heavy in her writing. Like, emotionally heavy. Sometimes she covers some pretty triggering topics, so be careful. I doubt she'll like Death Becomes Her very much. But I think she'll like meeting up with you. If you want to hang out, that is. Do you want to? Sure, why not? It'll be fun. I'll even get to meet Loverboy in person. So I can tease you even more about it, Lamau. I cannot say I'm too enthralled by the prospect. And I was not aware that Lisbeth liked me very much. Yeah. Let me know when we can plan it, yeah. She didn't in the beginning. And neither did I. You didn't make the best first impression, Ed. Even if you have to admit that. Yes, I know. You've gotten better though. Since you stopped trying to stab schoolgirls. You've really come around. Elizabeth has never once been a schoolgirl. She does not suit the description. And what about me? There's only one of you. I never, therefore, tried to stab schoolgirls in the plural. Oh, whatever. You know what I meant. Stop being so difficult. Maybe I learned it from Abel. Oh? Is he a little bitch too? I would not like to say. Lamau, Ed. OMG. Are you planning on being a politician? Might be a bit difficult given my current occupation. Yeah. It'll be a bit of a sudden career change, lol. Anyway, do you want to meet up? I really do want to meet Abel. We can decide whether who's the cutest, me or him in person. I'll be looking forward to it. I would not be opposed to that. Great, I'll see you then. Talk to you later. I smile, then set my phone to one side. I I had not known that Marnie and Lisbeth would be attending the Death Becomes Her concert, but I suppose it is not too surprising. A lot of Marnie's and Abel's tastes seem to overlap. I am unsure whether I'll enjoy the concert too much, but if Lisbeth will be there, at least I will not be their only outsider. I imagine she will feel similarly nonplussed. Perhaps I can talk to her about it. As fellow beings born centuries hence, we really ought to spend more time together. It's a bit surprising, but I think I might have missed her. Some time later. With the tickets for the concert booked and the hotel reservations made, I spend the ensuing weeks in Abel's company. He still has to work at his parents' shop and I have my gardening duties to tend to, but when we are not working, we spend time in one another's company. Sometimes I visit Abel at his home and sometimes he visits me at Iris's. I feel at ease in Abel's company. I would like to think he has similar feelings about me. He does laugh rather a lot when we are together, largely at me rather than with me, over my ignorance when it comes to the music he likes, and my inabilities to apply my own makeup. It is well-meaning enough, however. Sometimes Abel is even able to make me laugh alongside him. He is even able to pull stray chuckles from me late at night when we are texting one another. I have never been one to use my phone too much. Marnie is the only person I text on a regular basis, and even then, I find typing a slow, cumbersome process. Sometimes during these conversations I find myself getting self-conscious. But I do not feel self-conscious when I am with Abel, especially when he so often takes the initiative. It is more common for him to text me first than it is for me to text him. Case in point. Hey, Eddie! I know it's late and all, but there's something I want to tell you. And what is that? Love you! Oh. I murmur this aloud, my face beginning to flash. I cannot help myself. Abel has only sent me a silly sticker, yet it makes my heart skip a beat regardless. Thank you. The sentiment is very much appreciated. I'm not sure how to send stickers myself, but, I'm unsure whether this gets the same sentiment across, but here. Heart. There is a brief lull in my conversation with Abel, during which I worry I might have been a bit too forward. Oh no! He sent a heart emoji! Why is Abel not responding? No, he is kicking his feet and giggling, trust me. Typically his answers come within seconds of mine. He types so quickly I barely have a chance to think of my next response. I'm the one usually who has to take a while to think of my replies, but now Abel is taking his time. I have half a mind to apologize for my inappropriate emoji usage when... Oh! My God. Key smash. I never know how to pronounce key smashes. Abel? He did it again. Ah! Ed! Ed! Are you trying to kill me here? Kai! Another noise I'm not used to making. What? No, I would never. I only meant to show you that I care. I know I can come across as rather stiff in conversation, so I was trying to copy you. Did I do a poor job? No way! You're a little too effective, actually. Christ! My heart is pounding a mile a minute. Feels like it's gonna explode. Holy shit. My apologies? Don't apologize, you idiot. Hey! I liked it. You did? Yes? I'm a slut for positive affirmation. Especially from my cute boyfriend. You have no idea how much I crave that mineral. I beg your pardon? Ha. Never mind, it's 2014 Tumblr humor. Society has already moved on. Although, damn. I feel like I'm getting old. Oh no. You aren't as old as I am. There isn't much of a difference between us though, is there? You're what, 23, 24? Something like that. He hasn't told his boyfriend yet that he's a centuries-old knight from like Arthurian times that has been transported to the modern age. He hasn't yet told him. It's a bit hard to broach the subject and explain what's going on there. Technically speaking, I'm 23 plus about 1,000 years. Yeah, exactly. It's a bit difficult to explain. But Abel does not need to know that. Oh, sorry, Void. You said something. I could VA Abel. Yes, I think I'll be very good at voice acting Abel. I think I can nail Abel quite well. Really though. There's nothing I like more than flirting with my cute boyfriend. So you can send me even more love if you want. I'm sure I'll be able to take it. You said you were worried your heart would explode. I don't care if it explodes. It's a small price to pay to bask in your love. Okay? Now come on. Lay it on me. You looked at my blue sky, fight the good and real fight. There was any voting the monarchy, I'd be the queen. Mariko! Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm a very aggressively, I'm a quite upfront poster, we'll say. I have been very angry about certain things on Blue Sky. I've been reposting some things that I am quite infuriated about. Reminder, folks. Call Visa and MasterCard and tell them how stupid they're being. Actually, no, call Visa and MasterCard and ask them very confusedly why you can't spend money on legal products. That's a better approach, actually. Apply the confusion. I can't because I'm not American. I couldn't do it. It's not within my call radius, we'll say. But daily. Call them daily if you're able to, and you're American. EU? Yeah. If I was Australian, UK? Yeah. My beautiful Europeans and Britishes, I love you all. I respect you all. Although, Void, you could do the good fight of attacking the people who have put the bill out about the required ID thing. I'm sure there's ways to do that if you look into it. Canadian? Yeah. Yeah, we've got a very culturally diverse group of people here, I'm sure. Look into what your local government is up to when it comes to... Yeah, it's really fucking stupid and it doesn't do anything. It's not useful. I've literally seen people bypassing it. I literally saw someone bypassing it by using a fucking David Lynch doll's face. It's so fucking funny. It's not useful. It's not... The problem isn't that the things exist and that kids are online. As soon as we make things... the problem is if it's... That's not how you protect kids. It's just control. And quite frankly, as soon as you drive these things underground, the regulations can't protect anyone who could be exploited by those systems. It's the same issue with sex work being banned from specific spaces, is that once you start forcing it into more unregulated and underground areas, there is more ability for people to be exploited and abused. They need to be in our circles, our public mainstream circles, to stay safe. Anyway. Now come on, lay it on me. Give me everything you've got. I'm a big boy. Not physically, but you know what I mean. I can take it. Please. I love the stickers. By the way, guys, the stickers are actually an Easter egg to another Ibihime game where you raise Cthulhu as an idol girl. It's so cute. There are like bad endings and everything. It's great. Well, if you're sure you can handle it. 3 heart emojis. That's a completely normal reaction from a company to say that they're going to stop providing to a region because of that bullshit. Because, quite frankly, how are they supposed to uphold these laws with any reasonable efficiency? Even with the end-to-end encryption is just so dangerous. The fact that would stop the end-to-end encryption. It would remove so many safety nets for people. And quite frankly, expecting whole companies and websites to meet these laws and work with them is absolutely ridiculous. There is no way to do this in a way that works. Getting me on my soapbox, Floyd. Oh. It's not hard to do, to be frank. Yeah, you use it for the fucking family group chat. Why are they doing this? It's ridiculous. Damn. That's the good stuff. You're gonna give me a serious nosebleed here. Kai! I need to learn how to do a good Kai, because it's such a cute anime noise. I'm embarrassed of my inability to do a cute Kai. One day, chat. One day I will Kai you with the best of them. My apologies? I already said don't apologize! Hey! I know you find this hard to pass it, but I like it when you flirt with me. I prefer it way more to ERPing with randos on Tumblr and Discord. ERPing? Oh, you sweet summer child. Maybe it's for the best that we don't go into all of that. I don't want you thinking any less of me. Oh no. I wouldn't! You say that, but you don't know some of the filth I've gotten up to online. Abel's hilarious. Abel's a relatable king. Another KE that I cannot match. Ah! Yeah, Abel, I'm not surprised that Abel ERPing on Tumblr and Discord. That checks out. That makes sense. What filth? Now. That would be telling. I will say that a lot of people online seem to think I'm a girl though. Probably because of the way I type. Yeah. And maybe some of the fanfic I've written. I don't know if that many guys are into Onecest. Fucking Onceler! Fandom reference. God damn, I didn't expect this game to absolutely hit me with the fucking Tumblr veteran bullshit. Guys, if you haven't figured it out yet, I used to be on Tumblr frequently. I was an avid Tumblr poster. That was my website. I was on there all the time. I didn't have I didn't generate anything, you know, I reposted everything. I reblogged everything. I didn't make anything myself, but I was always on there having opinions, saying things. Oh, Sebi! You're right though, that is incredibly filthy. He would be posting a lot of hand-holding pictures. That's disgusting! How could they? Absolute whore behaviour. Oh my god, Mariko! As a computer science guy, removing E-to-E encryption for anything poses so many additional science security risks. Yes! See, I don't know computer sciences and hacking and data things. I know that encryption is a safety net. I know that much. And removing encryption removes a safety net. It's security. That's basic shit for me. Because you lose the ability to be certain whether you send or receive is private. Right! Yes, that's right. And hasn't been tampered with. Right! God, that makes so much sense, Mariko. That's fucked up. We need encryption! Thank you for that extra layer of knowledge. I appreciate that. And before you ask, I'm not going to tell you what that is. A man needs some mystery. Oh, he is not going to taint the mind of Edmund with the knowledge of Onecest. Thank God. Hey! Alright, I won't pry. I would not want to make you uncomfortable. But no matter what you might have done in the past, or what other people might think of you, I still like you. I cannot imagine anything would sway my opinion there. Including the Onecest. Whatever that is. Heart. Yes, good Mariko. Thank you for barking once again. Mariko is our good little computer science puppy. Oh, wait, I don't think Edmund is ever going to build up the courage to tell him about being a 1,000-year-old knight. I don't think he's ever going to build that up. That would be too much for Abel's brain to cope with. I don't think he would believe him, even if he tried. Ah! OMG. OMG. Key smash. You really are trying to kill me. I can't. Words. Key smash again. How do people say key smashes though? That's the real question. How do you say it when these pop up in writing? I'm so curious. I need to look that up later. Kay. Another Kay. Kay. Oh my god, she's closed her eyes with this Kay. Extra hard. Welcome in, Omni. Glory to Priscilla, cursed all of Ruination. May your wisdom drive us mad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone meet Omni, my the community's loyalist member. Abel? Are you alright, Abel? Yeah, just... Yeah, Void, you've got to step up your game. You've got this. Yeah. I hate to break it to you, but Omni has been... Yeah, designated ass kisser is right. Chronic simp, my man is. And we love him. He's not... Here's the thing about simps, and I must say, there is a way to simp and it be normal. Omni has met the level of simping where it doesn't feel uncomfortable. We can all learn a lot from him. Like, some simping is just ew, but somehow when Omni does it, it's fine. There's something to the way he does it. He's got a skill, a talent even. Thank you for the hydrate, lady, and the stretchies. Yes, I can tell you try very hard, Omni, and in a way that is like good. You know, I like when people work hard at things. It's good. I would prefer that people genuine admiration. Oh, see? You see how he does it? Lady, is it cheating if I use the hydrate to have more energy drink? I have done that. But welcome in, Omni. It's lovely to see you. It is cheating? Too bad! Shit, I'm forgetting my capitalization, lol. And my punctuation. God damn! All these years spent writing fanfiction for nothing. Energy drinks don't hydrate you. I know. But I need it today. Because otherwise I will die. Void, yes. First time you ever came and you were like, OMG, model's so pretty. Hey, actually, everyone's saying my model is so pretty. Hang on. I didn't make her, guys. Hang on. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Where's my model mama? I want to link her. I'm going, sorry, I'm on VGen right now. I'm looking for my model mama. I want to show you guys my beautiful model mama's art. Yeah, I know it does the opposite, lady, but I kind of need it today. This week's been busy as fuck, lady. You don't get it. This is my beautiful model mama. She has made all my models. I don't know how I'd live without her. We have a new model debuting in October, actually, for the Halloween-y times, and I'm going to be turning it into Redeem after Halloween is over, after the month is over of October. And I'm very, very excited to show it to you all. We're going to be working with a new rigger because I had a bit more money. A bit more money. You know how it is. But please go and support her work if you can. Even if she does art as well as models, so you can reach out to her and get work done. I would love to have more of her work in the world. If you're able to, of course. All of those years spent writing fan fiction for nothing. Damn. She is TMP's model mama. We're siblings. We're sisters. Model sisters. It's so cute. Yes. It's so nice. It's really nice being a model sister with someone. It's really very fun, especially when they're already your friend and it's like, oh my god. I had to talk to when Tempe was looking for a new model. I of course shouted out my model mama to her, and she was like, "That's a bit pricey, but also achievable." And so that was really nice. It was really nice that we managed to make that happen for Tim because she loves the art a lot. It's hard not to. I mean, look at it. You've heard her in stream saying that she's just staring at her model and not paying attention to games. Yeah, they're pretty good. It's just, you know, the economy. Everything feels pricey. Might invest? Bestie, please. Phone charging, you'll be looking. All good, Sebi. It's lovely having you here, no matter how you are here. Investing in my favorite artists is always a good thing. Do you know what, Ed? What? I really do. Love you. They're so fucking cute. Ah! 1 week later. The days pass us by, and eventually the day of the concert is upon us. I arrive at Abel's house at around midday, then greet Mrs. Zhang. Ugh, Mrs. Zhang. We don't like her, guys. This is Abel's mom. She's hot, but she sucks. Like, in not a cute way. Like the hot... You know how sometimes when hot people are hot and it's fine that they're mean? Not her. Abel is waiting for me in the kitchen and he jumps to his feet when I arrive. Ed, it's good to see you. Let's get going. I hope you two boys have a good time. Make sure you text me when you arrive in Manchester, Abel, and drive safely. I don't know if you have much experience on the motorway, Edmund, but it's quite a difference of little countryside lanes around here. Some of the drivers can be awfully aggressive. Thank you for your advice. Yeah, that's Abel! That's our little goth boyfriend! Isn't he cute? He's so cute. I love him. That's his mom. Smash? I hope you're saying smash about Abel. Yeah, get in your bed. Respectfully, I get it. Look at him. Quite frankly, if Abel was like a butch lesbian, I would also understand. Like, as soon as I put a man through a butch lesbian filter, that tells me whether or not they're attractive. You get me? Both of the lads. Threesome, boys. You dirty boy. You kind of get it. I don't hate it. Love it. I'm a genius. It makes total sense. Like, gorgeous people are gorgeous. What can I say? Dirty little bottom, loud and proud. Hell yeah. Fucking love it. Love you for that, Void. Thank you for your advice, but I think I'll be fine. I'm confident enough in my driving. Ooh, get you. You're so responsible, Ed. You're making me look bad by association here. Yes, well, that is not particularly hard. Zhang, shut up. Mrs. Zhang, shut your mouth. Edmund, as far as I know, has never run his car into a ditch. That was only once, Mum. Once is enough. You're lucky you weren't injured. I guess. Wasn't lucky enough to avoid all your moaning, though. I moan, young man, but because I care. I've already lost Kia. I don't want to lose you, too. Abel winces, as he always does when the subject of his sister comes up. I'm gonna read this out, hang on. Omni says, did I tell you the one time I ever had this little crush on a guy who was a student aide at university, so I just skipped all the classes he gave because of how nervous I'd get? That's adorable, though! You know the dream for that scenario, though, is that, like, he tracks you down and he's like, why are you avoiding me? And then he cabadons you. Sorry. Sorry? Fanfiction brain, excuse me, yowie brain, apologies. Abel winces, as he always does when the subject of his sister comes up. I do not think he has come to terms with her death, but I think that is understandable. I know full well how he feels. I have not yet overcome Leofe's departure either. He will never be able to replace her, just as I am sure I will never be able to replace Kia. But I do not want Abel to replace my younger sister. I like him for who he is. I want to take care of him and to see him smile, and it is on this initial point that I try to reassure Mrs. Zhang. I understand that you might be worried, but please try to have some faith in me. I will take good care of Abel. Oh, I'm sure you will. I'm more concerned that Abel won't take care of himself. You won't drink too much at the concert, will you? I can't make any promises. Abel. Abel is alcoholic, gamers. Oh shit! Hi, Murray! Welcome in! Welcome in. We're just about to take our cute goth boyfriend to a heavy metal concert. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. You finally caught me live? Oh my god. Guys, immediate ad. Oh, suffering. We'll wait for her to get out of the ad. Give her a shout out though. Guys, Murray, I met Cat Milf Raid. I love that. Cat Milf Raid. Oh my god. Welcome in Murray. Guys, I met Murray. We're playing FF14 as well. Me and Psycho were doing no. Don't hurt them. I like it. I like it a lot. Automod caught it. I'm training Automod still. Automod will learn eventually that what I like. Everyone, we love Murray. What were you guys playing? What were you guys playing? Oh my god. Eve? Is that an Eve I see? Hello. Yeah, training Automod is required. They have to learn what's actually appropriate. Oh, Murray's allowed to hit you? I see. You were doing FF14 stuff? Oh, hell yeah, I hope you're having fun. Yeah, I don't usually stream FF14, but I love playing it in my downtime. Although, a certain Slacko has sort of beaten my arm into hanging out with him if he does FF14 streams. Time for Murray's intro because she's shy? Yes! Do it. Stage 1 Eureka weapons for glams to dailies? Oh, nice! Catgirl streamer who streams Danganronpa, FF14 and Archipelago randomizers. She also loves Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And yelling at people, mostly her partners. And thank you for the follow, Melissa Bo! Oh, I'm sorry, Wolfie. The Mix It Up is currently closed. I need to fix it because the VTube Studio VTube Studio thingy isn't working with it very well lately. It's not making the connections. But I appreciate the attempt. Love. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Priscilla. I am a doll VTuber. I stream Imaginary Pets Count? Yes, exactly. I stream a lot of gay visual novel, as you can tell. I also enjoy a lot of horror. I've got a lot of interesting horror things lined up. Yes, your guys' fave doll. I enjoy controversial art, I will say. So you may walk in on a stream and see something that you don't particularly enjoy, and that's totally fair. If something happens in a stream that triggers you, I respect it, and you're more than welcome to leave. I am an enjoyer of subversive art, and I understand that isn't for everyone. But I am a rampant supporter of horny time, even though I'm asexual, because to be horny is to be free as a human. You must have a space for horny to make a society healthy and happy. I love my queer community. I love that I have so many queer people in my circle already. It's honestly a dream. And I want to welcome you all in. I usually stream twice a week. I'll stream visual novels, and visual novels is kind of what I currently do. I do have other things on the way, but we're taking it easy. I'm working on music and getting my first yes, I love horror. I have a bundle of things I need to play on stream. Hang on, let me drop my links. Those are the main ones. Oh, and there's the other one. I haven't looked at the one you sent me because you sent it to me you sent it to me while I was stream prepping. But I will have a look at it soon, I promise, Void. I'm a big fan of Yuri. I'm very excited for an upcoming Yuri about a mermaid who wants to eat a human being. And yeah, I'm excited to see you all. Welcome in. I don't actually have a planned intro. I need to make one up. But yes, I love you all. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for trusting me with your community, Mari. It is getting an adaptation. Yes. The trailer dropped very recently. It's on the Crunchyroll YouTube channel. It's also in the... I also posted it in my Discord because I was so excited. I've also been watching the Summer Hikaru Died, of course. It's been very good. It's on Netflix for those Netflix havers. God, I love the body horror in that one so much. I'm a big film enjoyer. I love movies in cinema. It's very hard for me to find like a medium of art that I don't enjoy because... Yes, the monster wants to eat me. Yes, Eve, thank you. I posted it in Eve's Discord as well because she previously posted another Yuri and I was like, maybe she'll want to see this Yuri. And then she was like, oh, that looks like it could be unhappy. And Eve is a Yuri softie, I'm realizing, so I'll need to find some cute soft Yuri for her. Maybe I need to send you something like Sakura Trick. Sakura Trick is pretty cute. You are a little baby, and that's okay, Eve. I just need to send you the right Yuri, that's all. Sakura Trick is a pretty good first Yuri anyway. I remember watching it back when I was a wee little lesbian and I was like, oh my god, girls kissing? Girls touching boobie? Wow! They can do that? It was very sweet. There's a lot of Yuri over there. Mari, you get it. Yes, I love fucked up stories a lot more than cute stuff. Although I will enjoy a cute thing every now and then, just as a palate cleanser. So I don't get too desensitized to the fucked up, you understand. If I get too desensitized, it ain't gonna hit properly, you know? Oh, yeah, I need to, so at some point I need to make, like, start posting all my recommendations in the Discord. I might do that. You just want people to hold hands and kiss? I hear you, Eve, and I will send you exactly what you want. I got you, babe. Don't you worry. I understand. I understand the urge to just watch people be cute and happy and kiss and stuff. I do want that sometimes too. It's just most of the time I want fucked up things. Mari is spreading the agenda of fucked up lesbians. Oh, thank you, Void. I'll have a look at that after stream. I really appreciate it. That's incredibly kind of you. I am not very good at, like, summarizing who I am, you know? I contain multitudes. How can I ever? He might not be able to make any promises, so I will promise on his behalf. He will be in safe hands with me, whether he likes it or not. He doesn't have a choice. Let you know if you missed anything. Of course, I really appreciate it. I'm very bad at summarizing myself. It's like, there's so much of me, you know? The drive to Manchester is not too taxing. It takes a little over 3 hours. A journey which is impeded owing to traffic on the motorway. That's nothing for a trip. Oh, you're gonna send it in the chat? Oh. You guys get to see it first. You're the first readers who get to see it. I really like that intro, Void. Thank you. Oh. Oh, that's lovely. I'm not surprised you're enjoying She-Ra, Eve. It is very you-coded in like an enjoyable way, you know? I'm positively telling you that it is very you-coded. I hope you're loving it so much. But yes, thank you again, Raiders. Thank you for welcome and trusting me with your community. Yes, you mixed up my pronouns a bit for me and it's beautiful. Thank you. Things were not to be so gay when you grew up. It's so beautiful. Understandable. Things were not very great when I was growing up. It's a very recent thing, isn't it? Yes, go get food, Murray! Food, rest, all those important things. Guys, if you need to, please do. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful stream. I will. It's been amazing already. It can only get better from here. We arrive at our hotel in good time where we check in 4 hours before the concert. Perfect! They have time to rest before rocking out. I'm not good at concerts. I don't think concerts would be for me. I need to sit away from the crowd, first of all, which is impossible because it's a concert. And I don't like the flashing lights would give me a seizure, so that's also a bit of a problem. The sensory problem of just everything would be a nightmare. I like the concept of a concert, but I couldn't do it. An unsmiling receptionist shows us to our room, and I thank her, though I do not think she deserves my thanks. She does not look very joyous, but maybe she does not get paid enough to smile. Abel and I set our luggage down in our room, then head off for a bite to eat. Void. Now you're editing the intro. That's crazy. I love it. Novel games are usually called visual novels, Void. Just hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Teehee. When we return with 2 hours to spare until the concert begins, the sun has already begun to set. Abel sets to work applying. Yeah, time to edit again. Yep. Uno momento, yep. Abel sets to work applying my makeup. Once again, he has appointed himself my stylist while I scan my surroundings. He has to fit in with local wildlife, Abel believes. This hotel is unremarkable, part of a change which is cheap and not altogether cheerful. Our bedroom is quite a pitiful thing, really. The walls navy and the carpet cream. I booked us a double room. But there is only one bed. I wonder if I'll be able to get any sleep at all tonight. Abel has a tendency to steal the sheets. I wonder when we should set off. Abel ponders this as he sits before me, daubing at my face with his makeup brush. I like to get there an hour early at the very least. We need to get good spots or we won't see much of anything. Do you think that the concert will be that busy? Yeah? If Death Becomes You, my man, they're incredibly popular. More so than Animal Autopsy? Oh, much, much more popular than Animal Autopsy. They're not even in the same league. You'll see when we get there. I think I'll have a bit of a culture shock. I doubt you'll have seen anything quite like this. I'm sure that I haven't. Well, it'll be alright. You'll be with me and I'll look after you. And didn't you say your cousin was going to meet up with us too? Oh yes, that's right. Marnie said that she would stop by our hotel room a little later. Apparently she and Lisbeth are also staying here. Lisbeth? Abel looks at me curiously, still applying my makeup. That name sounds familiar. He is really hot in that. Abel does such a good job with this shirt. It should. She is Marnie's girlfriend. Oh, right. Well, it'll be nice to meet the two of them. Hehe. I know so little about your family, Ed. It'll be nice to see at least one of your relatives, even if they are kind of distant. Our familial status is somewhat tenuous, yes. And Abel does not know the half of it. But Marnie and I are rather close, our age difference is notwithstanding. She helped me a lot, actually, when I first moved to Fen Chapel. Oh yeah? I would nod, but I can't afford to move my head at the moment, not with Abel pressing an eyeliner pencil against my lower lash line. I wouldn't want to run the risk of him gouging me in the eye. I was rather sheltered when I was growing up and I knew very little about the world. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I will once again cheat and have energy drink. Oh, wow. You got to me before I opened the bottle, you bitch. I kid. Fine, I had water. Are you happy? Posture check. Oh. Thank you. He learnt from you, lady. He learnt from the dangers of last time. Yeah, you're happy, I can tell. Marnie helped acclimatise me to everything, though I think my inexperience often perturbed her. Still, she was very patient. I still talk to her from time to time when I'm in need of advice, as a matter of fact. Oh yeah? Abel grins. And what do you need to ask a teenage girl for advice-wise, Eddie? Well, Wait, don't tell me! You didn't share all the ins and outs of our relationship with her, did you? Well... What? Abel pouts. He's so good at pouting. He would be a great pouter. You gonna be lurking, Eve? That's okay. Thank you for hanging out. It was lovely seeing you. I was just joking, but... Did you really? Is it bad you're not tired since it's 4:25 AM because you had a nap before you should? I mean, you can't really do much about that, is the thing. Oh my god, guys, last night I had this crazy dream, actually. So, I think I had this crazy dream because Hine, our cat, was like scrambling around and playing with something under the bed. Because my dreams are often influenced by what I'm hearing. And like, I had this really visually, like, when I have dreams that I remember, they're like so visually like clear and like there's so much clarity to what's happening. It's like real life shit. And so it was like this, I was like woken up in the dream and turned over in bed to see what Hine was doing. Crazy, layers, dreams on dreams, you know. And apparently she had caught, in the dream, she had caught a giant black lizard. It looked kind of like an iguana. Like it had the frilled back down to its tail and over its head. And it was really fat around the tummy, like it was really round around the tummy. Maybe it was pregnant. And it was black. And it had like this defense tactic where it would roll on its back and show its tummy and flail around like a useless creature. Which I don't think that was a very good defense tactic, but I think that's what it was doing. But its tummy had like red spots all over it. Like splotchy, bloodstainy looky thing, like as a pattern. And it was so distinct. And then... I don't know why she did this in the dream. Well, no, I do know, but it's because she would love to have a lizard that big and destroy it. So what Hine does is after I try and catch it, she unhinges her jaw like a snake and inhales it full force. But like it has some realism to it because she can't get the rest of it in. Like, the tail of the creature is just sticking out of her mouth constantly, and that's when I woke up. Very weird dream. Very weird. I might have mentioned one or two matters to her, yes. Not matters like me calling you the F word. It did come up in conversation, yes. Oh, geez, Eddie. What? Why does Abel look so perturbed? It's not like I have an issue with confiding in people. I'm glad you have other people you can talk to. But I can't imagine Marnie will think very much of me. I don't want to be known as some insecure arsehole who can't deal with my own sexuality. Calling people slurs really isn't very cool. If you think that, why did you call me that in the first place? I was drunk and depressed and I was lashing out. I just hope Marnie knows that. I don't want your cousin to hate me. I doubt that she will hate you. She's rather kind-hearted, though she likes to pretend otherwise. I did fare far worse to Marnie after all than Abel ever did to me. Well, I hope so. Abel applies the final touches to my makeup, then shifts back to admire his handiwork. I like you a lot, Ed. So I'd like your family to like me too. I wanted to make a good first impression. But it might be too late for that now. Oh well. Marnie might know me as some toxic loser, but at least I'm a toxic loser who's good at applying eyeliner. I think this is some of my best work yet. Oh? Let me see. I examine my reflection in the mirror, then smile. I do not know very much about makeup, but that does look rather neat. You've excelled yourself. I know, right? It's pretty impressive since my hands were shaking so much. They were? A little, I'm kinda nervous, I guess, about meeting Marnie. Because you want to make a good impression? Abel nods. It almost feels like I'm about to meet your mother. Or something. Is that weird? I would not call it weird necessarily, though I do think your worries are misplaced. Marnie's not old enough to be my mother, for one thing. She's about 800 years too young. And she's a nice person. I am sure she will be enchanted to meet you. And if nothing else, I think she will seize upon the opportunity to tease me. Oh? Abel grins. Does she do that often? Oh, you're already prepping. You're getting used to how Ed talks. I love that, Void. I love that. You have no idea. Oh, I think I can guess. You're pretty easy to tease. You try to act all stoic, but... CG! CG! Guys, there's a cute CG. Let's go! Abel's taking control. Oh, look at the blushy face on Eddie. Cute. Oh, yes, you're already British. You're like halfway to the perfect voice already for this game. Abel takes hold of my wrist and pulls me down onto the bed. I gasp. I can't say I was expecting it and hit the mattress with a thud. Abel grins wickedly. At least he doesn't look uneasy anymore, and wasting no time, he straddles me. It's not that hard to push you around, and it's always incredibly amusing. Hey Ed. Yes? Hasn't anybody ever told you how easy it is to make you blush? You might have mentioned it once or twice. Well, I'll mention it again. You're cute. Abel. Edmund. Abel recites my name in an impish sing-song, his brown eyes creased with amusement. He leans in, his eyelids falling shut, and presses his mouth against mine. Part of me worries that he will smear the makeup he just finished applying to my face. But another part of me does not care. I let Abel kiss me for a few moments, his fingers intertwined with mine when... Abel leans back, his head cocked. Was that your phone, Ed? Yes, I think that might be Marnie. Let me check. Sure thing, Mr. Popular. Trust Abel to find a reason to mess with Eddie. Good job, Abel. We love Abel. Messing with Edmund so wonderfully. A grinning Abel slides off me, which frees up my arms. I sit up, then extricate my phone from my pocket. I check my messages and sure enough... Dodo! Oh my god, lovely to see you. Hi. I know, I'm sorry. Streams have been kind of crazy. I need to figure out when I'm streaming regularly. It's a work in progress for real. It's lovely to see you. Hey Ed. I'm here right now with Lizzie. We just checked in. Where are you at? You want to hang out? That is Marnie. She says she has just arrived at the hotel with Lisbeth, and they have both checked in. She was asking for our room number. Aha! I guess it's time for me to make my grand debut as your boyfriend then. I guess so. But try not to fret. I'm certain everything will go well. I hope it does. Oh, but before Marnie gets here... Abel peers at me. Then he smiles bashfully. You should let me reapply your foundation. It's gotten all streaky. He's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, you were at work usually? That's okay. I hope work has been going well for you. It's lovely to see you regardless. Your hair looks different. That is the first thing I say to Marnie after ushering her inside our room. Am I in the future right now? I mean, it's Friday for me. I don't ask her how her trip was. I presume Lisbeth was doing the driving, nor how she's been getting along at university. My attention is focused wholly instead on her short tresses, which curl about her cheeks. Marnie's face is very pale, but that is par for the course. Marnie is a natural blonde just like myself. Her hair is fair as wheat. Her hair is not very fair right now, however. It is dark black with red streaks shot through the front. We have Friday in 30 minutes for you. Ooh! Certainly is a bold choice. I know it does. That was kind of the point. Marnie rolls her eyes. She does not look particularly impressed by my observation. Not that I can fault her for that. I imagine she must have received a lot of comments like this already. Thanks for pointing that out, Captain Obvious. If it wasn't for you, I'd have no idea. Ooh, how feisty. I thought you said your cousin was nice, Ed. Ed? Marnie raises an eyebrow. Is that what you call him? That or Eddie. Edmund's a little old-fashioned, you know. You have no idea. Marnie grins and glances back at me. So what do you think about my hair? Looks nice, I suppose. Not that I know very much about fashion. That is quite the marked change. When did you dye it? Last night. It was a bit of a spur of the moment thing. But since I'm going to see Death Becomes Her, I figured why not? She's so funny. Sloane's hair is pretty similar, so I guess it's a tribute. Or something. You cool Void? Marnie is very cool. I love that for you. I couldn't dye my hair overnight. I think it would kill it. Oh yeah, I thought your hair looked pretty similar to his. Looks really cool. You think so? Yeah, those streaks are clean. I wouldn't mind getting something like that done myself, actually. Did you go to a salon? Marnie snorts in a manner I can hardly call elegant. But I suppose that is Marnie all over. It is nice to know she's not changed very much. Like I had the money for that. I'm a broke-ass student. I bought some dye from the local Tesco. Fortunately, my natural hair is blonde. Just her way of talking? Yeah, she's great, isn't she? Fortunately, my natural hair is blonde. Marnie toys with a lock of her hair. So the dye took pretty easy. We don't have Tesco here, but like... Everyone from the UK is like, Tesco is the shit, so I have to assume it's amazing. It does look very black, yes. Are you not worried about your mother would think, though? I thought she was rather partial to your blonde hair. She doesn't approve of anything I do. I don't need to worry about that now, though, since I don't live with her. I should come to the UK? I will think on it. It's a bit hard to travel for me in general because of my health. If there's, there's a lot of places I would like to go, quite honestly, but it's just, it's not the easiest, and the world isn't exactly making it easier for me. I would really like to meet people that I am friends with, but I am struggling because of that. I'm an adult now. I'm already 19. You don't need to talk down to me, Edmund, just because you're older than I am. Yeah, health comes first. Thank you. Although, as I like to bring up, there is the whole dignity of risk philosophy, where if you only think about your health, you'll go like mentally quite nuts. So it's important to do things that aren't generally considered healthy, but are good for the soul. So if you see like a disabled person who is like doing something that you wouldn't consider as like the best thing for their health, it's good to consider that maybe they're doing it for their mental health, and like not judge them for it. He does that. It's a bad habit of his. I'll have to caution him not to be such a busybody. I'm not a busybody. I'm just trying to look out for Marnie. You don't need to, though. I'm not Leo Faye. Well, I know that. I sigh, while Abel examines Marnie's hair. How'd you get the streaks done? Must have been hard to get them right if you did at home. They were a bit tricky. I was worried I wouldn't be able to do a good job on my own, so that's where I stepped in. I think I did a rather good job, if I do say so myself. Do you not agree? Heck yeah! I was sure Marnie's hair must have been done professionally. You must have a pretty steady hand, Lisbeth, is it? Indeed. My name is Lisbeth, but you can call me Lizzie. That is what Marnie does. And are you Abel? I was the last time I checked. How charming. It is good to see you, Abel. And it is good to see you again too, Edmund. Goodness me, though. You said that Marnie looks different, but your appearance is even more unusual. What in the world has happened to you? Well, I happened to him. That's what. Ed's a great guy, but he doesn't know the first thing about fashion, the poor sod. That's why I had to give him a few pointers. I didn't borrow some of my old clothes and I did his makeup. So what do you think of his glow up? Did I do a good job? It certainly looks very different. But I think it is rather refreshing. You are wearing even more makeup than I am. So you're Edmund's makeup artist, are you? You have some serious talent. I can't even get my own eyeliner that straight, let alone anybody else's. She really can't. Marnie tried to do my makeup before we set off, but she poked me in the eye twice. After that, I decided the makeup was not worth it. Not even if it would make me look more convincingly undead. Are you supposed to be undead? I'm an undead nun, indeed. That is where I'm wearing this bloodied habit. Doesn't it look cool? Lisbeth twirls on the spot to better show off her unusual attire. I was unsure whether I'd enjoy coming to this concert. Being able to dress up has made it worthwhile already. You guessed Abel's response that I happened to him? He's so funny, isn't he? He's such a fun character. It is a shame that I could not match my outfit with Marnie's though. Seems like such a pity when you brought two habits. What happened to the other one? Well, about that. Marnie scratches her cheek. Her cheeks are starting to look flushed again. I bought a couple of these cheapo Halloween costumes from Amazon for like $10 each and got them all bloody myself. I used this fake stuff, which I thought would be fine, but apparently Marnie is allergic to it. Oh? Abel's brow furrows with concern. That's a bummer. I hope you didn't make yourself ill. It wasn't too bad, thankfully. It just made me feel kind of itchy. I didn't want to spend the whole concert feeling like I was being bitten by fire ants, so I had to spray the outfit in the end. It's such a drag. But whatever. I still got to dye my hair, so it could always be worse. It could, yeah. I have a bunch of allergies, so I can sympathise. You'd think being lactose intolerant would be bad enough. I can't go anywhere near shellfish without breaking out into hives either. It's a shame since crab's so tasty. But what can you do? Oh, thank you, Void. I work very hard to put character into the words so it's a bit easier to follow because like I'm voicing multiple people and it'd be a bit confusing. This life's full of suffering. You cannot eat crab? Look at her face! She's horrified! She's terrified! She's like, my god, imagine life without crab. True horror story. That is so sad! Crab is delicious! Look at I love her. Yeah, she's gonna be an undead horrible nun for the heavy metal concert. Yeah, that's why she's got blood on her. And it just, I was quite literally born to suffer. How tragic. I think having a food allergy would be much, much scarier than meeting an undead nun. She has a point. Food allergy would be scarier than an undead nun. Good thing you keep your mouth shut. Omni. Were you going to say something a bit saucy? Were you going to say something a bit flirty and fruity with it? About the nun? Were you? It's okay, she's very pretty. And it does look like she has some nice badonkers. She is right. Having a food allergy is much scarier than meeting an undead. If you think about it. If you really think about it. You are much more likely to encounter food being mean to you, but than an undead nun. It's scary. You know you're Omni's avoid. I know I'm gay, but Yes, you get it. There is something about a woman in uniform. The thing about people in uniform is it can never be a cop uniform, but every other uniform is hot. A cap. Including a nun uniform. There's another community that makes fun of you for liking nuns. No, we would never actually. Here in the Priscilla zone, we are a big fan of liking all sorts of things. Feel free to post any horny nuns you like. We have a not safe for work art section in my Discord, and we are... I wouldn't mind seeing some of your lovely, the horny nun artwork that you like on there and there. Feel free. I would not be mad, trust me. I know you did try to be a priest about it, but like... You did try and be a priest, but like... And that is pretty funny layer to it. And yet... Horny is justice, what can I say? Sometimes I forget that people don't know I'm asexual because I say things like that. Yeah, here in the dollhouse. Yeah, no. Let me point to Discord and be like, hey, here in the dollhouse, in our rose garden, we are very supportive of all sorts of fetishes as long as they're consensual. That's my line in the sand. My other line in the sand is one that I will let people post. You keep forgetting my sexual? Yeah, I get that. That's fair. I'm very open to horny vibes. The thing about horny stuff is a lot of times it's like just loving the human body. Like loving what the human body is and what it can be. And other times it's just funny. And you don't need to enjoy sex to enjoy that. But like the other thing that I won't be mad about people posting that is just not my sort of thing is pregnancy. Yeah. Pregnancy is just one of those things that's not like a trigger, but it's an ick, you know? You're 98k away from a VIP redeem. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good luck, Pookie. I don't think this outfit is very scary in the slightest. I cannot fathom why Marnie wanted us to dress like this. No pregnante, only bread? Exactly. It's very funny being asexual when your period comes around, because you still get the hormones. So you have like one day when you're really horny but you don't want to do anything. And inevitably, I always think about pegging a hot woman. Oh, your best friend said you'd be a surrogate for me and your boyfriend if they ever wanted kids. Oh, that's so sweet of her. I hope she understands how big of a responsibility and how much pain and suffering that would cause for her body. But that's a very sweet sentiment. Elizabeth picks at her bloodied nurse's habit experimentally. But I am sure there is a logical explanation. She does understand, she's done her research and she's still like, yeah, I'm down. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, that's downright gorgeous. That's magic in our time, for real. That's what a community is. I'm tearing up thinking about how gorgeous that is. I love community. So much. You can't stop thirsting over Abel. Listen, I will never stop you from thirsting over Abel. Live your dream, baby. Live your fucking dream. But I am sure there's a logical explanation. Oh, I hit the wrong button and I got the start menu pop up for a minute. Ah, that'll be because of Midnight Mass. Midnight Mass? This becomes her first big hit back in the 2010s. The music video for it was set in this ruined abbey and there were a bunch of actresses dressed up as gothic nuns. They all wore these bloody habits and they staggered around like zombies. The video was pretty ironic, so I love Death Becomes Her female fans dressed like that when they go see him live. You're not going to be able to play the game without thirsting? Bestie, that's part of the joy! Don't stop yourself! Live your dream! That's part of the fun! And some of the men too, actually. It's like a rite of passage, I guess. Oh, I see. I did not know that. You absolutely did know that, Lizzie. Did I? Yes, I told you about it last night when I was putting your outfit together. It's gonna be funny when it's... Yes, it's gonna be very funny. Did you forget? Well... Sometimes when you talk about these bands, you talk a lot. Must have gone over my head. So you weren't listening? No, I was listening. I just failed to take it in. Which is the same as not listening. Jeez. Marnie pouts. If you like Abel so much, why don't you pal around with him all night instead? Oh no, don't be like that, Marnie. I like you a lot more. Elizabeth twines her arm through Marnie's and Marnie flushes. It's fine, I know that. I was just, joking around. You don't have to get all touchy-feely in front of Edmund and his boyfriend. It's a bit awkward. That is funny. I do not find this awkward at all. Guys, Lisbeth is also a 1,000-year-old woman. She's from the same time period as Edmund. That's why she talks like that. She's just better at adapting to things. I love you so much, Marnie, I do not care who knows it. And I do not think that Edmund would judge us regardless. You aren't judging us, are you? Oh no, it's fine. Go right ahead. As if I'm going to take you up on the offer after spouting a line like that. I'm not going to let you creep on me and Lizzie. I have no desire to creep on you. I'm nothing but a gentleman. That's right. You're very cute, Marnie, but no offense. Me and Ed aren't interested. Why would we be when... Abel's eyes glitter mischievously. Then without missing a beat, he snakes his arm around my waist and presses a kiss against my cheek. We only have eyes for one another. Abel! Oh my! Humph. You trying to show off now? Not really. Figured it'd be only fair was all, since you and Lizzie were being so lovey-dovey. You're not the only nauseating couple around, you know. Am I nauseating? I don't think so. Don't pay me any attention, Lizzie. I did not intend to. It was very nice to meet you, Abel, but I care about Marnie's opinion much more than yours. Good. That's the way it should be. Young love, eh? A grinning Abel nudges me in the side. You just can't beat it. Don't you young love me. You're only 1 year older than I am, and you and Edmund haven't been a couple for nearly as long as me and Lizzie. They're getting competitive. Of course, Marnie would get competitive. Of course she would, and Abel would rile her up on purpose. Oh my god. It's bedtime for you, lady. Oh, that's okay. It was lovely having you here, and thank you for popping in. Love as always. Mwah mwah. Kisses. Of course Abel would make her more competitive. Of course. We have you beat by far. I was not aware that it was a competition. But Marnie is correct. My love for her is immense. It will never die. Ooh, that's some pretty fierce dedication there. I feel like I've got to step up my game here. Just do your worst. I will not lose to you. Goodness. I forgot that Elizabeth has such a fair streak to her. I usually regard Marnie as the feisty one, but Elizabeth might be even more forceful than she is. She's certainly more competitive, but it is nice to see her again, even if our reunion has been somewhat awkward. We've yet to walk to the concert grounds, but the night is beginning to feel rather lively indeed. Elizabeth seems to share my sentiments because she smiles. I must say, it is nice to spend more time together like this. We should do this more often. But before I forget, can I take a photograph of the four of us? It will be a nice memory. Oh, good thinking. Can't sound too crazy about getting any photos of Edmund. Hey, what did I do wrong? But you're fair game, Abel. I think you and I might have a few things in common. I kinda get that feeling too. Anybody who likes Death Becomes Her is A-OK in my book. It would seem we understand one another well. I thought I'd like you the moment Edmund started telling me about you. Now let's not keep Lizzie waiting. We need to strike a pose. Sure. Oh, look at them. He's so cute. Oh. Adorable. Edmund is so bad at posing. He never learned how to be modern. I eyed the device in Elizabeth's hand hesitantly. What is that? Oh, do you not know? Elizabeth smiles proudly and puffs out her chest. This, Edmund, is a Polaroid camera. Polaroid? Yes. It can take photographs just like a phone, but unlike a phone. It produces these photographs physically in only a few moments. Marnie brought it for me for Christmas last year. It is very convenient. A Polaroid camera, huh? Now that's a blast from the past. Boy, Abel is so hot. Boy, I love how predictable you are about Abel. It's very cute. I can see what your type is immensely. You like a little goth boy, don't you? You like the goths immensely. And I appreciate that for you. Goths are incredibly hot, regardless of gender. He could be more goth, let's be real though. I think he should be more goth. We should make him more goth. Where's the fishnets and the constant makeup? And oh my god, we could do better. We could make him more goth. I think I was learning how to walk the last time they were in vogue. They're kind of old-fashioned, yeah, but Lizzie's a bit of an old soul. She's always forgetting her phone, so she can never take any photos. Oh, your boyfriend isn't goth? You love him anyway. It's okay, you can have dress-up days and make him goth for a bit. Tee. The camera's bigger though, so it's a bit harder to misplace. It is indeed, and I much prefer having physical photos. They feel more tangible somehow than having my photographs stored as data on the cloud. I don't really understand all of that. Me neither. Ah, and I thought you were the most technologically stunted person my own age I'd ever met, Ed. Looks like Lizzie here could give you a run for your money. Hey! Elizabeth pouts. There is a lot I do not understand about technology, but I do understand how to use this camera. It is very simple. Allow me to demonstrate. Alright, am I in the frame? Yes, that looks good. Alright, everybody, say cheese. Cheese. Cheddar. Red Leicester. Elizabeth grins brightly into the camera lens. They're adorable. Oh, they're so fucking cute. Ugh. I'm gonna cry. Then she snaps the photo, commemorating this moment to history. I do not think I'd forget this brief snapshot in time regardless. But now I feel even more confident in this assessment. For many years, centuries even, I was lost, doomed to roam Fenchapel's forest on my own. I wandered for so long I forgot who I was. I forgot my own humanity. I did not smile and neither did I cry. I was not capable of feeling anything. I did not realize just how rewarding it could be to spend time with other people. But I am very glad I was given a second lease on life. Now I can experience more of what this world has to offer. I want to make the most of it. I can think of no better way to honour my sister's memory. Aww. And that's the game. Oh, I had a feeling we would be finishing it today, but oh my gosh. You want more? I understand. I understand completely. Oh my god, though, my heart. That just feel really like a good ending, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's beautiful. Oh. Thank you for joining me on this journey, chat. It was truly magical. Yes, Void. I can't wait for us to voice act it together. It'll be so fun. Oh! An epilogue. Hey, Ed? What is it? Can you not sleep? Nah, that was not for lack of trying. I was just thinking. I hear the faint sound of Abel swallowing. He shifts, his arms winding about my middle even more securely. Then quietly he says, "This sounds pretty sappy, but I don't think I want tonight to end." Oh? Abel's quiet confession brings a smile to my lips, one which is obscured by the shadows which shift around us. Not that Abel will be able to see it, I suppose, given our current positions. That is quite the funny sentiment. Huh? Cannot see Abel's face, but I can hear the pout in his voice regardless, and the furrow of his brow. What's so funny about it? I'm trying to be sincere here. I know you are, and I do not mean that I find this funny in an amusing sense. It is funny in so much as I was thinking the same thing. You were? Of course. I had a good time tonight. Even if the concert was rather loud, my ears will probably be ringing for the next week. But it was a pleasant enough diversion all the same. Well, Abel snickers while nuzzling his cheek against my back. That's a funny way to describe Death Becomes Her. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody call their music pleasant before. Do you not find their music pleasant? Surely you must if you continue to listen to them. I like him, yeah, but pleasant isn't the first word I'd use if I'd want to explain my feelings. Pleasant gives off high society vibes, you know. Makes me think of debutantes or, I don't know, air hostesses. Are air hostesses the pinnacle of high society? They're trained to act like they are, even if they ain't. They all have perfect hair and perfect lipstick and they wear heels. They're super cheerful too, like aggressively so. I see. I suppose I will take your word for it. Haven't you ever been on a plane before, Ed? I cannot say that I have had the pleasure. I found cars enough to grapple with after being reborn in the 21st century. I think boarding a plane might be enough to give me a heart attack. Yeah, well somehow I'm not surprised by that. You act so weird I sometimes wonder whether you're not from a whole other century. Would it bother you if I was? Abel ponders this for a few moments before he replies. No, I don't think so. No matter where you come from, you'll always be Ed to me. But it's a bit of a silly thing to think about, isn't it? I mean, you're not from the Dark Ages. That's impossible. I am not from the Dark Ages, no. But you're close enough. Oh, you. Abel chuckles and gives me a nudge. You're so old-fashioned, though, I can almost believe it. The way you talk and act is so quaint. Is that a problem? Nope. Do you think I'd kiss you so much if it was? Abel presses his lips against the nape of my neck as he speaks, to better accentuate his point. His lips, like his breath, are warm, but they're even more corporeal. I just hope he has enough sense not to leave any marks this time. I do not want to enjoy more of Iris's sidelong glances at the breakfast table. Fortunately, Abel takes pity on me. He draws back, his breath warm against the nape of my neck, then gives my middle a squeeze. Maybe we'll have to go on holiday together at some point. We could go somewhere even further afield. And where were you thinking? Well, let me see. France is a pretty popular holiday destination. And so's Spain, but I've done both of them already. Did you enjoy them? The France trip? No. Abel snorts. It was a school thing and it was dire. We had to stay in this shitey hostel and I spent most of my time with my head stuck in a toilet bowl because every fucking thing had fucking dairy in it. I swear I don't think I've ever been so sick so many times in all of my life. It was a great waste of £300 it was. I didn't even get to go up the sodding Eiffel Tower with everybody else because Mrs. Bourne was worried I'd projectile vomit over everyone from a great height. Oh, that does not sound like much fun. It was fucking miserable. I don't think I ever want to go to France again after that. Is Paris off the table then? Afraid so. I'm worried I'd start heaving the moment I see the Arc de Triomphe. I still feel a bit queasy just looking at the photos. I've always wanted to go to Norway though, or Finland, or Sweden. A lot of great bands come from there and the climate's nice and cool. That's supposed to be some real pretty sights too. All the mountains and the fjords. But I'll probably have to take you to Sichuan first, knowing my luck. Sichuan? It's in China. It's where my parents were before they moved to the UK. I've been over there a few times to visit some of my extended family. And when I say extended, I mean extended. I've got a bunch of relatives back in China. My grandparents are over there and I have a whole bunch of aunts and uncles, plus a shitload of cousins. I always found these family get-togethers a bit overwhelming actually, especially since my Chinese is so awful. I can just about manage basic conversations, but trying to read it? Abel snorts. Yeah, no, it isn't happening. I need to use my phone for that shit, except half of the translations are wrong. Kia was a lot better at that than me too. Abel's voice trails off. He sighs. Not that that's any surprise. Well, whatever. What I meant was, if we're going to stay together, you're going to have to meet the rest of my family someday. Would you like me to? I think they would like to meet you. But I don't know if my grandparents would be super supportive of me being all lovey-dovey with another guy. They're pretty traditional. And pretty Chinese, too. Is being Chinese a bad thing? That depends. The food over there's great. It's way better than the shit that passes for fine dining over here. And there's a lot of nice sights. But some of the older people can be pretty close-minded. Not that that's like a uniquely Chinese thing. There's a fuck ton of bigots over here too. I guess you get them wherever you go. Our relationship might not be the most accepted thing over there, though. Keeping it quiet would probably be for the best. We can cross that bridge when we get to it. I'd still like to show you off a bit more, if nothing else. Show me off? Yeah, like a trophy wife. I mean, you are very handsome. Abel laughs, then presses another kiss against the nape of my neck. I feel like I lucked out, actually, that I was able to get with you. I feel like you're way out of my league. But I've got you now, I'm not going to let you go. Mwahahaha. Abel gives my middle a tight squeeze and scatters even more kisses against my neck. The kisses are comforting, but Abel eventually ceases his ministrations. He exhales, his breath warm against my skin. Then very softly he says, Hey Ed, you do want to stay with me, don't you? Abel sounded rather confident before, but I can detect a hint of unease in his voice now. It is wavering. He sounds unusually uncertain of himself to such an extent it stirs my heart. I cannot help but smile. Why have all the silly questions? I chuckle, bemused. Of course I want to stay with you. You're my boyfriend. Right. Good. Guess I should have known. Yes, you really should have. I worry sometimes though, like I said. I know I'm a bit of a fixer-upper. I have some real work to do. Pretty messed up in all sorts of ways. But if you're willing to put up with me, then I'll try and get better. I promise. I don't want to give you a reason to get sick of me. I'm sure I won't. I have not grown sick of you just yet. I guess not. But I don't want to push it. I'm sure even your patience has limits. Abel laughs once again lightly before it trails off. So does mine. Your patience? I was thinking. Living with my parents has been getting pretty stifling. I hadn't really realised just how draining it's all been until tonight. Getting out of that place has done wonders for me. It's like... It sounds cliche, but it feels like I can finally breathe again. It's been pretty eye-opening, actually. I was giving it some thought and it made me think that I should try and move out. Like, seriously. I need my own space. All of this dead sister stuff is getting way too depressing. Do you have any plans? I don't have any concrete ones, no. I don't have nearly enough money to move. The rental market in Finchapel is more or less non-existent, so I'd have to move somewhere a little further afield. Rythorpe, maybe, or Pawley. The prices there aren't too bad, but it's still more than what I can scrape together. My job pays peanuts and I can't save for the life of me. My bank account's looking pretty tragic at the moment. But if I had something to save up for, maybe I'd stop blowing my cash on random shit I don't really need. That's what I've got into thinking anyway. Perhaps, if Abel had put this plan of his to me a few weeks ago, I would have told him that he ought to be there for his family. Families are precious, after all. I often find myself wishing that I'd been afforded more time with Leofei. But I have spent enough time around Abel and his mother to know that their relationship is strained. Perhaps it would be better for the both of them if Abel moved. I've heard that absence makes the heart grow fonder. With some luck, they might learn to appreciate the other and all the more when they are not under one another's feet all the time. If that is what you want to do, then I shall not stop you. I do wonder, however, if you would like to go back to university. Were you not halfway through your degree when you dropped out? Oh, that. Abel sighs. I've considered it, but academics have never really been my forte. I was only ever so-so in school. I never really enjoyed it. Oh, pardon me, Chad, I have to blow my nose. I didn't really enjoy uni either. Apart from all the partying, I guess, that part was fine. Waking up for lectures though, going to seminars, doing the required reading. Abel makes an exaggerated noise of disgust as though he's going to vomit. I'd rather let my mum look through my old Tumblr blog. Who wants to bother with that BS? I think your mother wants you to bother with it. My mother wants a lot from me. But the shit she wants me to do wasn't necessarily the shit I want to do. I don't want to keep bowing to her expectations. I'd like to live life for myself for a change. Maybe then I'll finally be able to be, well, maybe not happy. I don't want to shoot for the moon here, but satisfied. Well, I cannot comment on that, but I would like it if you could be more than simply satisfied. I would like to make you happy. And I would, of course, want to support you. As a matter of fact, I smile, resting the palm of my hand against Abel's. I would not mind helping you with this venture if you'd like. Huh? You're not planning to bankroll me, are you? No, that was not my plan. I suppose I could if you wish. Instead, I was wondering, what do you think about moving in with me and Iris? What? I hear Abel gasp behind me, feel his breath upon the nape of my neck. Are you being serious right now, Ed? Oh, Abel. I smile, amused. You ought to know me better than that. When am I ever anything but serious? Well, true. You really aren't really the sort for telling jokes, but... Shit. Have you talked to Mrs. L about this? I have not, no. But I do not think she would mind if you were to move in with us. Her home, as I am sure you've gathered, is rather large. There is no shortage of spare bedrooms, and Iris has always bemoaning how empty the house is now that her children have grown up and moved out. I think she would enjoy the extra company. And I think I would enjoy having you around too. I could teach you how to roll out pastry and how to make apple crumble, and maybe you could help Iris set up her laptop so she can speak to her children. Oh, Sebby. One day, Sebby. One day, gang. One day we'll get there. She's not very good with technology, and neither am I. I'm afraid it is a case of the blind leading the blind when it comes to such affairs. Chat, believe, be strong. One day. If you wanted to stay, I'm sure you'd be more than welcome. And it would spare you from having to spend money on rent too. Oh, Ed. There is a brief pause, a moment during which I can hear, though faintly, the traffic outside. Abel's arms squeeze my middle just a bit more tightly. Yes, stay strong, chat. Believe. Be strong. One day you will have a love, and you will have a wonderful home with your loved ones. And you will be there, and it will be magical, and you will be content and at peace. This is what we fight for. Then in a quiet voice he says, I wouldn't want to be a burden. You wouldn't be. But since I figured you'd say that, what the hell, maybe I can take you up on your gracious offer, provided Mrs. L will be a-okay with it, I guess. I do feel like I'm relying on you a bit too much. But shit, I'm almost 21. I don't want to live with my parents forever. It's high time I got my act together. I will not disagree with that. And remember, if you need any help, I am here. I will not abandon you, I promise. As if I could forget that. You really are too good to me. I am as good to you as you deserve. I mean, you've come to mean rather a lot to me during the brief time that we've known one another. I think that you are very precious, and I'm unsure of how to quantify my feelings exactly, given this is rather new to me. But that is to say, oh, for fuck's sake. Abel snorts and gives me a squeeze. I know you love me, you idiot, even if you've not said it. It's obvious. You don't have to make such a big production out of it. I mean, geez, if you can't get the words out, you can always do this. I sigh, my eyelids falling shut. As Abel presses his lips once again to the nape of my neck. This might not be the most elegant way to confess one's feelings to somebody else. I am not doing the moaning, chat. I am not doing the moaning. You cannot make me do the moaning. But I am not a particularly elegant person. I am awkward and ungainly, and I have not quite adjusted to life in this century despite my best attempts. No, Void! I will not! You cannot make me! I still feel like I do not fully fit in here. I'm taunting you, Void. I'm taunting you. But if I can stay with Abel, I might be able to find a place in this world where I belong. Ha! You'll never get me, Void. You can't fucking get me. I'll never do it. The end. That was lovely. And I'm so glad we could do something silly at the end. Now, another feature of Ebihime games is you go to the extras. Fucking and you go to... What's this? Question mark? Question mark? I hope this is... Oh, we have to go. I'm gonna tell you now. Yeah, neither of us are gonna be moaning, Void. It's tragic. Chat will never cope. But there was I was gonna go to the classic Ebihime's bit where she has like a bunch of notes about her process writing it, but there's something here. Happy ending, unlike the other. Well, you see, lesbians are more fun when they're fucked up. You don't understand, okay? This is a bit of a palate cleanse though for you, chat, I won't lie. I would have dived right into another fucked up thing, but I felt like I had to do a bit of aftercare, shall we say. Welcome back, Slacko. My mum can tell something's wrong with me the moment I got home. It's irritating, but I guess it's just the way mothers are. At least, that's the way my mum is. Oh, this is from Abel's perspective. This is from Abel's perspective. Ooh. I don't know much about other people's mothers, but mine has always been kind of distant whenever I actually want to talk to her. My numerous attempts to get her to care about the music I listen to, the games I play, or my favourite TV shows have only ever resulted in a tired roll of her eyes and in, I'm busy right now, Abel. Can't we talk about this some other time? Which by some other time means no other time, of course. What do you mean you've always wanted to redeem this? What did you redeem? My mix-it-up isn't working. My mix-it-up isn't working. What do you mean? What? Random bookline. Oh. Is that all? Is that all? You say it like it was something crazy. We did this earlier. Yeah. This is from the non-fiction book called The City Possessed, the Christchurch Civic Creche Case. This is a discussion on a very infamous criminal case and cult behaviour or cult paranoia surrounding a creche. So, you know, some good fucked up times. Christchurch, New Zealand, by the way. My beautiful country that does do fucked up things sometimes. Oh, here's a fun line. I shouldn't say fun, this is a fucked up book. Ask Amy if she's been to Peter's house, Detective Ed instructed Mrs. Linden. He probably made the same request of other parents because by mid-year the search was on to find a venue where children could be abused, pornography could be filmed, and occult ceremonies could be performed without any outsiders noticing. A fucking insane case. Look into it if you can. Absolutely horrific. And, of course, a lot of leading questions of children, a lot of, a case that was completely fabricated, quite frankly. It has never been dealt with appropriately. Forgiveness has never been done properly. The book is called A City Possessed, the Christchurch Civic Creche Case. Creche is spelled C-R-E-C-H-E. It's by Lindley Hood. I think it's important to know about your country's history in ways that they will not teach you about it. My country is not perfect, and this is a very important reflection of that fact. I found it at a second-hand bookstore, and I brought it to the counter, and Mum was like, "Oh, you want to read about that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I need to know about my country." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And she was like, I remember when that happened. Apparently it happened when she was, yeah, the UK is fucked up. Yeah, the UK is fucked enough. The UK has had some very troubling history as well surrounding paranoia around children. And of course, this specific case oppressed a gay man and accused him of being inappropriate with children. What do you mean good news as he's dead? Sir, that's probably the gay man who was being oppressed. What are you talking about? Psycho. Fastidious is lost in text. Yeah, it is. Psycho, foot and mouth, very much so. No. Oh. Nice, Sebi. I hope you learn a lot about our fucked up little country. I know that New Zealand is portrayed often as like really beautiful and magical and perfect, but there's a lot of issues, and it's important to be aware that every country, no matter how their tourism industry portrays them, it's not perfect. The fact that it is based in Christchurch, the case happened in Christchurch as well, is not shocking to me. Christchurch has a lot of issues that have never been addressed, and it's still a bad area. There are a lot of lovely people in Christchurch. I know a lot of lovely, wonderful people who live in Christchurch, but yeah, no country is perfect. Absolutely. A lot of people think we'll just trust what is advertised, though, and that's a problem. Back to reading. Congrats on your little quote. You're American. Okay, Slyko, that's bait. It's fucking bait. He's trying to keep me derailed from the readings. She's never been particularly interested. Well, fuck me for wanting my own mom to take even a teensy tiny interest in my hobbies, eh? I took away your toy? I did! Cope. You'd think I asked her to gargle glass, not watch Sherlock with me. Which she'd probably like, because Benedict Cumberbatch is so her type. I know a lot of people used to mock him because he kind of looks like an alien, but my mum's taste in celebs isn't too many degrees apart from your average Tumblr user. Circa 2013. Mum's never really paid much attention to me when I've wanted her to, but she suddenly becomes all eagle-eyed and attentive during my worst moments, when I want the rest of the world to leave me alone. You're gonna fuck Cumberbatch? You and 10 million other people. It's only when I'm on the brink of a full-blown mental health breakdown that my mum will take a look at me and go, "What is it, Abel? Are you alright?" She asked me that after I got back this afternoon once Ez dropped me off. Too soon. But fuck. But why bother wasting her breath? Oh, you're talking about Abel again? You'll fuck Abel? I respect it, Void. I respect your commitment to the beautiful man. It should be obvious that I'm not alright just by looking at me. I'm shaking for fuck's sake, and while I haven't started crying just yet, I can tell that the tears are only a matter of time. Mum's brow creases. She looks all concerned, like you'd expect from a parent whose kid is about to frickin' lose it. But isn't this a classic case of too little too late? I respect it, Void, 100%. I respect your commitment to beautiful men. On God, on the beautiful mother of the earth, Gaia, and the everything beautiful in this world. We love beautiful, beautiful people, and I will always respect that. My mum never paid attention to me when I wanted her to pay attention to me, when I wanted to share bits of myself with her. She doesn't want me at my best, and she doesn't deserve me at my worst. Wait, no. That isn't how the saying goes, alright, is it? I think I've run it backwards. That's me all over, that is. I make a mess out of everything as my trip with Eddie is made only too apparent. Oh, baby. I'm fine, I reply to my mum stiffly, because if I don't keep a lid on my emotions, they'll go spilling all over the shop like those spring-loaded snakes you can buy from joke shops. Just peachy. Are you sure? You're back rather early. I thought you and Edmund would stand right over a bit longer, and Edmund didn't come in either. I thought he would have said hello at the very least. Oh, I see. So that's what this is about. My mum isn't upset that I'm like on the verge of a mental health crisis. That's his mum? Sebi, no! Do not fuck the evil woman. Listen, I respect that sometimes evil people are hot. She isn't evil in a way that's attractive though. She's like actually horrible to her children. And I don't find that attractive. So we are putting down the no fucking hammer on this one. Do not fuck this evil woman. He said nothing about smashing. I saw those eyes. I know what you're talking about. Do not fuck her. Chat. Be strong. She's not nice. Look at the insecurity she's put in this child. You can fix her. That's between you and God. I will not. You cannot come crying to me when she makes you worse as well, just like she ruined this child. Adding permitted word for cunt. Thank you. She's a cunt. Yep, thank you, Void. Chat, if you try and fuck evil women, and they are not evil in a fun way, and they make your life worse, and I warned you about it, then quite frankly, you cannot come crying to me about it, okay? We on the same page? You can try. Okay, good boy, Sebi. Find a hot woman who isn't going to make life worse for you. You can be evil and fun. You're going to make a joke, Omni? Oh. What if the point is to cry? Now then, I will cheer for you. And I will cheer for you if you want to be like hurt. I understand that. I respect it. Just try not to let her give you more insecurities and everything, you know? Like she did to this poor child. My mum isn't upset that I'm like on the verge of a mental health crisis. She's more upset that Edmund fucking Lennox, Mr. Perfect himself, had a rare lapse in his geniality and he didn't think to pop in for a mo to see how she's getting on. Well, that fucking figures, doesn't it? Finally managed to make a friend, then unmake them, because what else do you expect from me? Guys, this is right after the meltdown in the pub, where he calls them the words, the slurs, you know, the gay slur, the one I said on stream last time, and then had took ages to edit out because I didn't know how to do it in CapCut, and now I will probably not say on stream again, because I realise that that's probably a bad word to say on stream, and be marketable. You know the one that starts with F and is for gay people. You know the one. He had a meltdown and they called Edmund that, and they had like a proper problem. And my mum's all over him like a rash. That's how it always is. Maybe I was kidding. You know which? Thank you, Void. I'm glad you're on. You've figured it out. You're so clever like that. Maybe I was kidding myself earlier when I said my mum cared about me when I'm unhappy. I don't know if she cares at all. First she was obsessed with Kia, and now Kia's gone. She's gotten all attached to Ed. Like she doesn't have a son already. I know I'm not exactly the son she wanted, but I'm the son she's got. I wish she'd realised that, but maybe it's too late for it. Things have been pretty strained between us for a long time, even before Kia died. And anyway, I'm too tired to try and talk her around. It'll just wind up being an argument. And I'm not in the mood for it. Ed was busy. I'm sure he's very sorry he couldn't hang about so you could chat his ear off about whatever Mrs. K's daughter's husband's been doing, but the world doesn't revolve around you and your petty concerns, you know? Abel! My mother snaps at me, her eyes hardening with hurt. What's your tone with me, Abel? I did nothing to deserve that. No, you didn't. You never do anything for me. You've never given a shit. Why, you? My mother's face flushes. She draws herself up to full height, which unfortunately is a couple of centimeters taller than me, even though my mum's teeny tiny herself, and says, I did not raise you to talk to me like that, young man. I won't tolerate such language in my house. Now apologise. Why should I? I didn't do anything wrong. Abel. Now if we're quite done here, I'm going to my room. Abel, wait. No, I won't wait. Just leave me the fuck alone. I can say that F word though, that one's fine. I march out of the kitchen, then stomp up the narrow stairs like a toddler having a temper tantrum. Chat, I just heard something behind me, hang on. I thought I heard a cat screaming behind me, but no, I was wrong. There was a high chance. Void, keep it in your pants, man. He's having an emotional meltdown, and you're like, man, I'd fuck him though. Time and place. My mum calls after me. Abel Zhang, you get back here right now. But she doesn't follow me. I heard the cat again. Madam! Madam! What do you want? What? What? Void loves emotional men. What do you want, Hina? You gonna sit on the books? Yeah. Okay, you do that. Hina is gonna sit on the floor books. Okay. Okay, great. She had to ask before coming in, as per usual when I'm working. But she doesn't follow me. Maybe... Oh, she's still crying. God damn. She's crying at me. Hine, please, let me finish reading the visual novel. Hine. Hine, please. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the people. Oh my god, she gets so sad. Oh. Maybe she doesn't think it's worth the effort. And if that's the case, I can't say I blame her. I don't think I'm worth the effort either. Fuck. I really must be a loser if not even my own mother can be asked to scold me properly. First, I completely alienate Eddie and then I go have this row with my mum, and for what? What am I hoping to gain from this? Shouting might give me a brief feeling of catharsis, but it never lasts. When my temper wanes, all I'm left with is this horrible hollow feeling in my stomach. A feeling like I'll never be happy again. I'm not being very happy, properly happy, for months as it is. Why should I expect anything else? I was trying not to expect anything, but... I slammed my bedroom door behind me with a thud. One hard enough to make the lava lamp on my bedside table shake. Void! Down, boy! Zip your pants back up, Void. God damn. I've experimented before, seeing if I can slam the door hard enough to make that lamp topple over. It's never worked, but I've managed to dislodge a few of my posters. God, his room's cool as hell though, I love it. My posters remain fixed on the wall today, however. And so do the glow-in-the-dark stars stuck on my ceiling, bought during a trip to Rythorpe back when I was still in primary school. Those fake stars are still there. Resilient as always, but I can't say the same for myself. Void reminds you of your brat friend who thinks crying is hot. Listen, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is, okay? And I respect it. I'm just poking at Void because it's funny, mostly. The comedic timing is impeccable. The bed looks sturdy as well. Who said that? Void! You're right, though. It does look really sturdy. You could really hold on to that headboard. Now that I'm finally alone, the last of my strength fades from my body. My legs feel weak. It's all I can do to stagger over to my bed, then throw myself down. My hip bone catching on the belt buckle of a pair of skin-tight trousers. Then tried on. Then discarded early that morning. There would be the bonus of, if you fucked him in this room, is that you would really, really, really disappoint his parents. Like, you would make his mum very unhappy. Fuck. I curse under my breath and seize a offending piece of legwear. Then I toss the trousers unceremoniously onto the floor. That'll show them. I'm reminded, as I lie there, that I wanted to make a bit of an effort with my appearance this morning. I'd wanted Eddie to see me in a new light, to look at me and think that maybe, just maybe, that I might not be this 5'10" midget after all. I wanted him to think that I was, I don't know, sexy. Yeah, I know, it's a ludicrous thought with how fucking small I am, but I gave it a shot, really, I did. I tried on at least 5 different outfits before settling at long last for the tried and true, a plain black shirt and my favourite jacket. Yeah, he's a tiny guy. We love it. I didn't have the heart for the skin-tight trousers. I didn't want to look like I tried too hard. I did put a decent amount of effort into my makeup though. I wiped off my eyeliner 3 whole times trying to get the wing just right. Not that it mattered. I wound up smudging my eyeliner anyway when I started sobbing over at the pub. Fuck, did I really do that? I was trying not to think of it during the car journey back, but now I'm all alone. Freed from Eddie's silent hurt and my mum's rather less silent disapproval. It hurts me. I drank too much again. Then I had a full-on meltdown right in the open. I accused Ed of shit, all sorts of heinous shit. And to cap off our fun day out off, I told him that I wanted to die. Well, I wasn't wrong about that at least. I didn't mean half the shit I said to Ed, but that part was true. Feels more true right now, in fact, than it has in recent memory. Thought I was getting better, but... Fuck. I bury my head in my pillow, utterly exhausted. Then I start to cry. No, Void, don't let the people keep you down. I love how ridiculously horny you are about this man going through an actual mental breakdown. And I start to cry. I cry and I cry and I cry, sobbing so intensely it feels like my throat will tear. As I cry, I keep my head buried in my pillow, anxious that my mum might come sniffing about my bedroom door for an apology. If she does come up here, not that I think she will, she knows to leave me alone when I'm in one of my moods. I don't want her overhearing this. I don't want her knowing that I'm crying. If there's anything more pathetic than bawling into your pillow as a fully grown man, it's bawling into your pillow as a fully grown man while your mother can hear you. What the fuck is Hino doing? Hang on, chat. What do you want? Hi, Vixen. I have to fix the bed. There's stuff all over it and Hino is complaining at me. Oh, and I ruined it. Is it terrible? There we go. There's room now. Yeah, I know. Yeah. There we go. Is that better? Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah? Yeah? Sorry the headpats are broken currently, Vixen, but I love you all. If I can pick a man to cuddle for the rest of my life with, it has to be Gwendolyn from Dark Souls 1. I'm not familiar with Dark Souls, actually. I know. Shocking for me. Let me look him up, hang on. Oh, he's kind of cute though. I respect it. Shit. My face is starting to feel unpleasantly soggy. I know I'm going to sob all my foundation off onto my pillow and a shit ton of eyeliner too, but what the hell? Who the fuck cares? Hey Tushi! Our little twink is having a full-blown meltdown in the game. The pillowcase can always be washed. Couldn't be the first time I've gotten it covered in makeup. I'm worse for it than Kia. That's what Mum always used to tell me during laundry day with a roll of her eyes. I actually wear more makeup than Kia does. Or did, rather. Kia's skin was more or less perfect, but of course, Princess Kia would have been blemish-free, so she could get away with a dab of foundation here. The faintest suggestion of blush there. I'm the one who was unlucky enough to break out in spots all the time. So I had to slather my face with foundation, which of course only wound up making things worse in the long game. I knew I was fighting a losing battle. Acne can be pretty fucking stubborn. But I've always been stubborn myself, and I wasn't one to be deterred. I wore more makeup than half the girls in my class too. My homeroom teacher used to sigh and say I looked like a ghost. You don't have a flair for theatrics, do you, Abel? He once quipped, one eyebrow raised in that I'm too cool for all of this way that some of the younger teachers do just to prove they're worth taking seriously, even if they're fresh out of university. And they're not that much older than us kids. You look like you come fresh from an audition of Macbeth. I presume you were auditioning for the role of Banquo, weren't you? Josh Summers was less literary in his remarks about my general appearance. He said I looked like a fag. I have to edit that out. Fuck. Ugh. I have to edit that out. God. Why do I do that? Why do I just read the slurs that I know I can say? Even though I'm trying to be marketable. Why do I do that? Ah! Sorry. Well, whatever. School is in the past. Yeah, look. I read it because I know I'm allowed to say it. And I'm like, it's whatever to me. And then I remember that YouTube would kill me. And I'm like, I have to edit that out. It happens every single time. I'm like, I'm allowed to say that. It's fine. I don't give a shit about that kind of word. And then I remember, as soon as I say the word, it's like autopilot. School is in the past. Josh Summers is in the past. He should be in the past, at least. But some of the shit he said to me still hasn't gone away. I can scrub and I can scrub and I can scrub, just like Billy's famous Lady M. There, Mr. Haynes. I'm not the uneducated fucking Philistine you took me for. You're not the only one who knows a thing or two about English literature. In Act 4. What was it she said? Out, damned spot. Well, that's how I'm feeling now. I've been doing my best to put the shit Josh said behind me, but it doesn't go away, not really. Oh, I'm sorry. You were stuck in Ed, Seppi. You did get to miss me say a slur. That's nice, though. I guess? I don't know. I don't know how you feel about that. Sticks to you like tar, being called slurs every fucking day just for the crime of, I don't know, daring to fucking exist as a Chinese kid in North Lincolnshire who's never heard of restraint when it comes to foundation. Josh flushed my school uniform down the bog once. That was a whole production. I still think that was better than the time he packed a rock and a snowball and threw it at me, though, when I was hurrying from the IT block over to English. Yeah, it's very but then I remember that I have to censor it for YouTube and I go, ah! That booby trap snowball hit me square in the face and it hit me hard. Left a nasty gash and Ollie has taken me to see our head of year. I think Ollie was happy about that. He got to miss half of English sitting with me acting like the contrite, concerned best friend. Josh was less happy. He got suspended for a week. Dick. There's no love lost between me and Josh fucking Summers. I could never stand him. Him and his mates used to make me dread going to school. Rat bastards, all of them. Because tormenting me seemed to be their sole purpose for being. Their raison d'etre, as it were. Josh was so gung-ho about making me miserable, I was half tempted to ask him what the hell his deal was. Why was he so obsessed with me? He wasn't gay, was he? Josh clearly really narked me, but fuck, I can't exactly claim the moral high ground anymore, can I? I was just as shitty as Ed earlier, and well, Josh never liked me. I like Ed. I like Ed a little too much, actually. I like him so much I only went and fucking kissed him after vomiting all over my shoes. But I've been trying to pretend it never happened because it's too confusing, and I'm afraid maybe he didn't want it, and I came on too strong, and shit, I don't want to spoil things. I don't want to ruin our relationship, but I'm afraid it's too late, and I've already ruined it because I'm an idiot, and I don't know how to keep my big gob shut. There Ed was, all concerned, asking me very reasonably, I might add, whether I could see to it in my heart of hearts to stop drinking, and what did I do? I fucked it up. I shouted at him, and then I held a bunch of slurs at him like I was back in secondary school, and we were back in 2015, and that's it, isn't it? There's no coming back from that. I might not have hit Eddie in the face with a stone-filled snowball, but I know my words hurt. I saw the way he flinched away from me. I saw the hurt in his eyes, plain as day, and worse than that, I saw what lay behind the hurt. I saw what I see whenever my teachers looked at me back in school, or my lecturers back in uni, or my mum every fucking day of the week. I saw the disappointment. Eddie had taken a chance on me. Flighty and irresponsible though I can be, and I blew it. I ruined everything, and maybe it was that knowledge which made me lay into Ed all the harder, because shit. I'd already ruined everything, so why not go the whole hog? And for a penny in for a pound, as they say. I figured I didn't have anything left to lose at that point, and anyway, Josh fucking Summers used to call me I caught myself this time. I'm learning on an almost daily basis. Why not let somebody else have it for once? I thought it might make me feel good. I thought wrong. Made me feel terrible. I still feel terrible, but it's too late. I can't go back in time. I can't walk back what I've done. I could try to apologise, but what would I say? Words don't feel like enough. I always say too much when silence will be golden, but when it comes to me to step up, I clam up. I guess it's because I'm a coward. I'm such a fucking fool. Fuck. I cursed softly under my breath and sat up on my bed. I must have been curled up for a while, feeling sorry for myself because it's already dark. What time is it? With aching limbs and aching eyes, I reach out for my phone. A quick glance tells me it's almost 21. What is that again? I'm bad at... I don't like those clocks. I don't like when they do that. Just tell me if it's AM or PM. I guess that explains why it's so dark. I must have conked out for a while. Ugh. The light from my phone screen is unpleasantly bright. It's blinding my eyes. I wince. But I don't set my phone down just yet. I feel like there's something I should do first. I scroll through my contacts list. A list which is depressingly short. I find Ed's name. Then I pull up a new chat. My fingers hover over the keys, the stark white screen of my phone distorted through the tears. I sniffle, and when I do, a couple of ugly, splotchy, blotchy tears land on my phone screen, distorting everything further. I click my tongue, but I don't try to wipe them away. What's the point? I type a message with my trembling fingers. Ed, I'm sorry. But I delete it just as quickly. Why the fuck would he forgive me for saying sorry? If that was all it took to right society's wrongs, we wouldn't have wars, for fuck's sake. World peace wouldn't be a fantasy utopia touted by the likes of John fucking Lennon, but a real obtainable goal. An apology isn't good enough. What can I say, though? Just want you to know, I regret what I done. I know I fucked up, but what? I'll be fucked if I know. Hey Ed, is everything alright? It's not. Stop asking stupid questions, Abel. Ed, I know I acted like a dick, but I can explain. Can I? I'd like to see me try. I'm sorry, Ed. You're not the I caught myself again! You're not the here. I am. Oh yes. There are even more slurs around. That'll help. It'll be like trying to defuse an atom bomb with a hand grenade. Fuck me. Now there's a thought. Hey Ed. Did you know I've jacked off twice while thinking about you this week? Just thought you ought to know. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Yeah, that'll go down well. About as well as a sack of bricks. Ed, don't give up on me. If you do, I'll kill myself. Fuck no, that's insane even by my standards. At least I've never threatened to off myself for sympathy points. Not yet, at least. What am I, a 14-year-old girl on Tumblr? Wait, no, don't answer that. I was on Tumblr when I was 14. That was one of my first big mistakes in an ever-expanding series of big mistakes, and a lot of people did assume I was a girl. I guess being big into Super Hurlock didn't help, and neither did all the sprawling essays about my mental health, or lack of, that I kept posting. Can't deal with my life anymore, I'm so over it. Mum keeps giving me shit all the time, constantly comparing me to my sister, and like, so what if she's perfect? I already know, give it a rest, I'll never be as great as her. So like, stop trying to compare the two of us. Newsflash, you're just going to disappoint yourself, Mum. Oh well. I might have got an C in math. Fuck you too, Mr. Keaton. But at least I'm better at applying eyeliner than Kia will ever be. Take that. Yeah, I was probably the most teenage girl-coded teenage boy on Tumblr ever. It's no wonder guys kept trying to flirt with me. I'd like to say I ignored all of their messages, but... fuck. I sigh, overwhelmed, and drop my phone back onto the bed. There's no point trying to text Ed. For all the fanfic I used to write back in the day and all the role-playing I got up to, not all of it was strictly age-appropriate. I can't find the words. I could type up paragraphs and paragraphs begging Ed for forgiveness, but why would I? I don't deserve it. I don't deserve Ed. If he wants to talk to me, I guess he can, but I don't want to instigate. I've done enough of that already. Classic Void. He's so hot, he says. Love it. You'd fix him. Well, you wouldn't. But, like, I mean, you would fuck him. We all know that, Void. Don't worry. I feel exhausted. Yep, unsavory hand-holding? Absolutely. Void would hold his hands, and it would be so saucy. There would be pixels and everything. I feel exhausted as I lie down, scooping my cried-on pillow against my chest as I do. My face feels blotchy and my eyes are still damp, but I don't have the energy to sit up and retrieve any tissues from the box on my bedside table. I can't see the point. Everything feels like far too much effort. It's easier to lie here, consumed by my own thoughts, my own guilt, my own intensive, obsessive, self-fucking loathing, and wishing all the while that I'd just, I don't know, disappear. They'd all die. I'm not too picky. I could take either or. I'll take anything over all of this guilt. That was interesting. I'm glad we got that perspective. Hi, Wicked! Notes. Yes, here's what I was going to click on, but then I saw the question marks bit and I was like, ooh, what is that? Is Abel your new boyfriend, Void? Is that your new boyfriend? Your new boyfriend? You gotta tell your current boyfriend about that. Let him know who the new partner to the groupie is. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. I mean, we've all seen Abel. Here's our Ebby's notes on the game. I love this. She does like notes discussing the game, and it's really nice. Hello everybody, it's Ebby here. I'm here as always to give you some of my thoughts now that you've finished reading Infest Spirits. I hope that you enjoyed your time with it, as I very much enjoyed writing it. Now, about Infest Spirits. It's a bit of a strange VN, even from a conceptual standpoint. Infest Spirits, as I'm sure you know, a sequel, or a spin-off if you'd rather call it that, to my previously released Yuri VN, The Fairy Secret. The Fairy Secret, meanwhile, is a sequel to The Fairy Song, which would make this series a trilogy? I didn't plan it out that way initially, but that's how things wound up. Both The Fairy Song and The Fairy Secret are Yuri stories. They follow the grumpy gothic teenager Marnie, who stays with her grandmother Iris in the small English village of Finchapel. One thing leads to another, and Marnie ends up going on several fantastic adventures alongside a plucky night girl, Lisbeth. In The Fairy Song, Marnie and Lisbeth team up to fight a dragon which lurks within the woods, and in The Fairy Secret they take down the Fairy Queen Titania. There's a few fight scenes which aren't really my forte, but I tried, and a lot of cute Yuri romance, as true love saves the day. So, since you've read Infest Spirits, it might be pretty noticeable that this story doesn't fit the pre-existing formula established in Song/Secret. Infest Spirits isn't a Yuri story for one thing, and all the fantasy elements have been stripped out. The story is much more low-key. You might be wondering why I decided to round off this series with a story which is so tonally dissimilar to the two stories which preceded it, and why I decided to make Edmund the main character of all things. Edmund appears as a minor antagonist in Song, where he has barely any dialogue. He mostly serves as an obstacle that Marnie and Lisbeth have to fight, who gets killed off pretty quickly. Since Song is a Yuri VN, and I know a lot of Yuri fans aren't very fond of having male characters having large roles in their stories, I disposed with Edmund fairly fast, using him only for a bit of dramatic tension. This made him feel like a bit of an underutilized character, however, and I couldn't help but think I could do a little more with him. So I brought him back in The Fairy Secret and upgraded him from his role as a one-dimensional antagonist to a supportive side character who had a character arc of his own. The Edmund in Secret gets to help Marnie and Lisbeth out in the final battle against the Fairy Queen, and he has his own big emotional moment where he's able to reunite with the spectral spirit of his little sister Leofei, whom he adores. As we know from Song/Secret, Edmund devoted much of his life to his younger sister. It was his obsession with her in part which resulted in him going mad in Song, so he's never really known how to live for himself. Even in Secret, Edmund spends a lot of time mooning over his little sister and wondering what things would be like if she was still alive. Incidentally, Edmund's attachment to Leofei came out largely because I worried Yuri fans might resent him for getting in the way of Marnie and Lisbeth's relationship. I thought making him a siscon would assuage some readers' anxieties on that score. Edmund doesn't care about other women in Song/Secret. He literally only wants to love and protect his Imoto. She's so funny. At the end of Secret, however, Leofei's spirit tells Edmund to seek out his own happiness now that he's been reborn in the 21st century. Being a cis-kana is all well and good in moderation, but Edmund really did take it too far. So that's how The Fairy Secret ends. Lisbeth and Marnie drive off into the sunset together, being all lovey-dovey, while Edmund is left to content to the fact his little sister, who was the reason for him being alive, has gone from his life for good. Wait, isn't that kind of open-ended? Don't you think that's sad? I know I did. I wasn't wholly satisfied with the way Edmund's story arc wrapped up in Secret, largely because it doesn't really wrap up. I thought there were a lot of plot threads which could still be explored, and while I like open endings on occasion, Dream Planet, which is one of my favourite Yui events I've written, has a very open ending. It seemed a bit unfair in this instance. Lisbeth goes through a similar character arc related to her older sister in Song/Secret, but as she has 2 whole VNs dedicated to her, she has enough screen time to fully work through her family issues. Edmund doesn't really have that much screen time, however, given he was a non-character in Song and a side character in Secret. He's left at the end of Secret in a similar emotional state to Elizabeth at the end of Song, and in the sake of fairness, I wanted to give him an arc to marry Lisbeth's. So, after a bit of thought, In Fair Spirits was born. While I wrote the story primarily to give Edmund's relationship with Leofei some real closure, I thought it would be pretty boring if the story focused only on Edmund's feelings about Leofei. I thought that would make the story too static and probably a bit of a downer. Which is why I gave Edmund a love interest of his own. I mean, why not? He's been through a lot. He did get killed in Song. You may or may not have posted nuns in server. Let's go. Hey guys! Join the Priscilla server to see hot nuns. Official, it's official. Omni has posted hot nuns. Join the Priscilla server to see hot nuns. It is 18 plus. We are an 18 plus streamer, and as such, the server is also 18 plus. But that's all good. You know how we are. I'm assuming you are all aware. I think he deserves a bit of happiness. Abel was created to play off Edmund, so they have opposing personalities. Abel is much more upbeat and outgoing than Edmund, and he talks more crassly. Since Edmund is a very mannered character, being modelled after the stereotype of the chivalrous knight, I wanted to talk in a much more modern way to contrast him. Abel to talk in a much more modern way to contrast him. Since Abel was created to complement Edmund, I also gave Abel some family issues. Oh, thank you, Slacko. Much appreciated. Of his own to work through. Abel's relationship with his sister Kia is the driving force behind most of In Fair Spirits' narrative, and it's largely through talking to Abel about his issues that Edmund is better able to come to terms with his own. While both Edmund and Abel are from different worlds, being born centuries apart, with different tastes in clothes and music, they're able to connect to one another, intimately owing to shared trauma. Or something like that. I guess it goes to show that culture and values can vary a lot between people, but depression is universal. Yay! So fucking funny. While In Fair Spirits was written to explore Edmund more, I think Abel himself is a pretty interesting character. I wanted to use Abel as an opportunity to write a depressed character who's also an extrovert. I've written a lot of depressed characters over the years. Lynn from Melody from Sweetest Monster. Oh, Sweetest Monster. Oh, I fucking love that. Don't read Sweetest Monster if you have issues with sexual assault and God, so much familial abuse. Be careful, but it's one of my favourites of hers. I'm just warning you guys because I sounded so giddy at the mention of it. Haruka from Dreamy Planet, but they all tend to conform to a certain type of depression. These characters are all shy, socially awkward, and withdrawn. With Abel, however, I wanted to break my pre-established mould a bit. I consciously created him as a depressed character with problems, who presents himself outwardly as being very cheerful. He loves talking to people, attending parties, and being in large social groups. But Abel attends parties, in fact, to try and distance himself from how terrible he feels about his sister's death. Abel has difficulties admitting he has a problem at all, as that would make his problems too real. He also has a tendency to push people away if he thinks he's let them see too much of him, and he's rather self-conscious. A lot of Abel's self-consciousness comes through in the derogatory ways he talks about women, the slurs he throws at Edmund when he's feeling especially miserable, and some of the self-deprecating jokes he makes at his own expense. 6 a.m? What about it? I envision Abel as a character who is bullied at school for being short, skinny, and generally not very stereotypical male. Oh, shit, it's 6 a.m. for you? God damn. Okay. I would not be awake at that time, usually. So he tries to overcompensate by being especially coarse and vulgar. He curses a lot as a result, and makes a lot of comments about women's appearances, which actually gave me a bit of trouble. The Fairy Song and The Fairy Secret are both very light, fluffy, PG-13 fantasy romps, with only the very occasional bit of coarse language and no sexual innuendo at all. I wanted to try and keep the tone consistent in Fair Spirits. But Abel's not really the sort of character who tends to lends himself to being PG-13 lol. He's a bit too audacious. I did tone down some of Abel's dialogue a bit while editing, and I removed some of the more explicit sexual references as I felt they didn't suit the story. But In Fair Spirits still feels more mature than Song/Secret. Well, In Fair Spirits does deal with some pretty heavy subject material. The whole story is about death and bereavement, so maybe that works in its favour. I hope In Fair Spirits feels at least somewhat consistent with Song/Secret, despite the tone and the plot being rather different, and I hope you enjoy visiting Fen Chapel again. I know I did! Thank you all for, thank you everyone for joining me on this wonderful journey. Oh, big stretch. This was a lovely story to get through with you all. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it so much. I will try and get the VOD up very quickly. God, I had a lot of fun with the story, I did. As is often the case with E.B. Hime's writing though, to be fair. Thank you all for joining me. I very appreciate it. And thank you again to Mari, who I know is lurking. She had to leave, Mari, for the raid. Very sweet of her. Let's see who we can raid. Who is a raiding? What can I raid? Who's alive? Who's alive? Chat, do you know anyone I could raid? I can't see anyone that I know. Chat, do you know anyone? Chat, do you know? Oh, hang on. Miss Tani Tenchi is live. She is a bit bigger than me, but who fucking cares? I don't have a raid message. Just feel free to say something like doll raid and use whatever emotes you like. I don't really care. Go crazy. I love Tani Tenchi. She's doing a hag lock. I don't know what that means. It's like a Nuzlocke, I do believe, but she likes to use the word hag because she's an older streamer. She's a really cool succubus sensei, and she's streaming with Ami. And they're really cute pixel models today, actually. I really like it. It's very reminiscent of... It's giving a bit of the Pokemon pixel art feeling. It's not quite Pokemon style, but it's giving that vibe. Let's go enjoy her. She's an 18+ streamer as well, and she's a lot bigger than me, but I like her. Be nice. I don't have a raid message. It's another thing I need to set up. Don't worry, chat. I am thinking of a million things, and this is one of them. Love you all. Bye bye.